This preliminary final, A grade Division 2.
Without Alex Walker?
Without Alex Walker, thanks Alex. The two sides on the ground already, Northcote Park and Epping. They're on the camera, right. What we have in this...
Shut up.
Is Stewart's back in the side for Epping, and he's missed the last 3 or 4 matches, and also we also have with us
North.
We also have another one that's back today too, which is their former coach Craig Dyson back in the side.
Geez, I got you out of trouble then, didn't I?
Thanks, Johnny.
Yes, he's been out for several weeks, Peter, and he'll probably make a big difference to the Epping side because he's a prolific ball getter.
It'd probably be a bit of a chance to be playing him today in a match so needed, because you've got the stage where if he was to break down, it would leave a big hole in the side with only 19 men.
That's right.
Right, everything's in readiness.
Great.
The umpires are Steve Snelson and David Hartford. Richie will bounce the ball to start with, as we have a pretty good day here at the Epping football ground, with just 2 games left to be played in the Division 2 competition in 1990. We already know Heidelberg West has gone down. We're just going to find out who's West Preston's partners for next week's grand final. The ball goes down. Adams gets the top tap out, doesn't get it to anybody at all. Breaking away, Epping bring it across. Apostolo underneath the ball, takes the mark. Looks for some options downfield. Big long kick. Then everybody sort of looks. Shane Maloney takes the ball out of for Northcote Park, shoots it into the centre. People go up before acceptances, and it's a free kick to Epping.
Picked out by umpire Hartford.
Trafford gets the ball, kicks it from one end of the square to the next, and misdirected. They're a little bit nervous at the moment. Pratt has the ball, kicks it out wide to the wing section where it goes to Trafford once again. Trafford brings it back through the centre. Kick to kick at the moment. As it goes down, nobody gets the ball. Dyson kicks it off the ground.
That's his first kick.
It's his first kick, and now it's Shane Maloney races at the boundary line. Tries very hard to keep it in play, but can't do so.
Umpire Snelson looking very fit at the moment.
Yeah, there's a bit of pushing and shoving at the moment with number 17. I don't think 47, that's Dyson. Dyson gets a kick. It's his second kick, and the Epping crowd goes wild as his second kick gets him into the...
Oh, it was a bit of a dust-up.
Put back to camera, and there's it's all erupted here at the centre half forward position. Dyson sort of had a go at one of the Northcote Park players regarding the kick. Now, Shane Maloney's down. There's a lot of sick boys there. Maloney's gone out now to try and square off, but everybody's now in the act.
Well, it wouldn't happen in First Division, but it's got to happen in Second Division.
So it's almost everybody but 3 players are involved in that. Now, it is a goal to Epping, so we'll go back to the scoreboard and show you that. Epping 1 goal to Northcote Park yet to score, and that was Dyson's second kick, and as John explained earlier, that's Dyson's first game for about 7 or 8 weeks.
Already had 2 kicks and kicked 1 goal. What a great player.
Right, now we have thousands in the square.
Thousands?
Yeah, if the umpire was ready, I think that they'd have to take the kick. There were so many inside the square as they all went back to their positions.
Well, that's a little bit of excitement. We didn't have much of that yesterday, so maybe we get a little bit more. It does liven the crowd a little bit.
Right.
Nothing serious.
I'm back.
Right, good. Ball goes down. Good bounce there by Hartford. Goes down to where nobody gets it. Gets the decision. Goes across. McNeese kicks the ball down, pills it back to centre half forward. Got dealt with after he disposed of the ball. No free kick as it's centre half forward. Nobody can get the ball out. All picked up there just for a minute by Graham Four. But
it was dealt unserviced loan. That's the word.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Coming out.
Certainly this game's live enough, Peter.
15 metres there to Epping's Mooney. That has been marked there well in defence by Peck.
Epping crowd didn't like that one, but the umpire was quite right, of course.
Well, I was checking the... no, he's just got long measuring stick. It's only 15. Goes across Peck. Finds somebody down Epping in the way.
Here's a chance.
Oh, another whistle. Snelson pays a free kick. Goes out to Mooney, who thinks he can have it, but has to turn around and send it back.
Well,
right. Coming out of defence now. Goes across looking for Apples. Finds him. Well picked out. Apostolo comes round. Big high kick. Oh, good mark there. And a...
Lynch, is it?
Lynch. No, not Lynch. Goes... It was Cowley. Scott Cowley, the former full-back.
Look very alike in the distance.
Yeah, goes out now to Pratt. Pratt kicks the ball long to the other edge of the square. Getting down onto the forward line of Northcote Park. Ball's thrown out. Picked up now by Rowan. Rowan kicks the ball, little short one across to Judd. Can't do it. McNeese picks up the ball.
Oh, met solidly again.
Excuse me. I really think that didn't warrant a free kick. I thought that was just in play. It wasn't high. McNeese, long kick out. Down to the forward line. Two not very well committed there in the full forward position there by
Peter McNeese.
If he went for the ball, he probably could have been able to grab it, but it happened to see it go over the boundary line for a throw-in. Fours doesn't get it. It's picked up by Adams. Ball out, Apostolo over the ball. Gets it out to near the boundary, and now they've singled that as a throw or a scoop, John.
Yes, that was a very interesting one, Peter. That they today they're going to be right onto those by the look of it. Yesterday they just let them go. It pushed and shoved and all that type of business. That one was just called a scoop, so umpire Snelson in charge.
Right, and there's now taken by Beale, within kicking distance, looking straight down the camera lens, and it's gone straight through the middle, and it's scores a level. 1 goal apiece for Epping, and do you keep the goal kickers, do you, John? Thanks.
Yes, I will, as usual.
Right.
If I had a record, it'd even be better.
Yeah. Right, back into the centre, as we said. Scores a level, a goal each. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Yeah.
Don't believe it.
Be an interchange, certainly. Our number one roving reporter has just stopped roving. Ball goes down. Cowley dumps him, called too high. It was Peck who got the knockout, and I have Pecker's playing you a couple down there. Ball goes out onto the wing, right in front of the box. At least, holding the ball there. Great pick up there by Bibby, ex-Montmorency player. Good tackle. Ball gets relayed back to him by about 3 or 4 players. And now looking for somebody downfield. Hasn't got much of an option, so kicks it high up against the wind. Oh, great mark. They're playing around a bit as the young fella who used to play in the under-19s, Borden, kicks the ball up to centre half forward, the true centre half, and Shane Maloney gets a mark, then gets it round the neck, so he's got 15 metres. They're really looking after Shane tonight.
Oh, Diamond Valley Delegates, you always look after him.
Right. Ball gets kicked 50 metres closer to goal, not quite making the edge of the square. Palmed out, goes off to Trafford. Trafford kicks the ball into the centre. Big high kick, goes further up than along towards the Epping goal. Everybody underneath the ball, nobody really wanted to mark it. Ball gets thrown out by Northcote Park, gets a cross to Kernan. Kernan kicks the ball down to the edge of the square in the true centre half forward position, picked up by Trafford. Trafford brings it across to Apostolo.
Getting a million kicks,
Apostolo on his own.
Pick it up.
Tries to get
Stanley.
He does save it from the kicks in the man the mark.
Silly boy.
Yeah, that was a good try then by Mabilia.
Out on the full.
Out in the full. And
so Stan will get another kick.
Yeah.
That was Beale who kicked it out on the full.
Right, Beale out of bounds on the full. Can we hear you, Alex, or not?
Yes, and I'm on tape.
Okay.
8 minutes into the first quarter we are, Pete.
Right, thank you. Bit of pushing and shoving. Epping player down is hurt. As the trainers attend to him, that would be, I think, Rowan, Paul Rowan, gets across to Juddy. Juddy kicks the ball up where Shane Maloney's underneath it again, playing a good game. This time doesn't win it. It's won by 20, who was Cotter. Cotter gets the ball down Oh, just over the wing position for Northcote Park. Gets across
To Beale.
who was in the play before. Oh, high again, but Cowie. Trafford takes the ball, moves it forward into the centre of the ground. Almost all high flyers, and a beautiful mark there by Bound. Jamie Bound took that fantastic mark. Looks down field, 15. Great mark there by Hughes.
40.
Hughes takes the ball up. Fine centre half forward position. Now Northcote Park have been pretty good in the back line, and they've been able to get the ball away on many occasions. This time Cowley gets the ball across, goes across to Dyson. Dyson kicks the ball. He's missed. It's a point. Now everybody cheered, but that's 1 point lead to Epping. But he was just pushed offline at that moment and put through. So that the only scorer so far for Epping is
Craig Dyson,
who has kicked one goal.
What a champion he is.
1-1-7 Epping to 1 goal Northcote Park at the 9-minute mark of the first quarter.
Right, the ball's gone out now to Jamie Bound again, trying to push the ball forward. Can't get it any further than McAllister. McAllister pushes the ball over very close to the boundary line, and we'll see a throw in. Right in front of the TARDIS over there.
Over near the Peter Floyd Memorial stand.
Yes, I've heard that before actually. Ball gets thrown in.
They're the
High
loose.
flyers needed, and it was knocked out by Skinny Morris.
People sit on top of
Now,
the loop.
Free kick for in the back against Morris there, Pete.
Right. I'm glad you're over that side of the ground. It makes it easy to see, Alex. Ball, but long kick to the centre half forward position. No, nobody marked it. Looked like Webster had got that ball, but hadn't. Now the half back line of Northcote Park is going extra well at the moment through Maloney, Peck, and Morris. They're going really well. Gets across
To Mabilla.
Mabilla has the ball stocked off. It's like a soccer match at the moment. As Epping.
Callaway.
Callaway, there was a bit of a
Play
on.
It's gone to Apostola. Apostola's rounded the R4 flank and kicks a lovely pass to Webster, is it?
No, Marty Stewart.
But I thought he was never going to play again.
No, that was only last week, Alex.
At 15 metres, umpire Snelson right on the job again, Pete.
Yeah. Now, Stewart hasn't taken this 15 metres as if he keeps on running, he's got a long way to
Darren
run.
Morgan's coming onto the ground.
Right, Morgan's onto the ground as it goes through when it's close, but the wind takes it away and it goes through for another point. 1 goal, 2-8 to Northcote Park, 1-0, 6 points.
11 minutes into the first quarter of the second division preliminary final 1990.
Right, ball gets kicked out.
Skinny Morris.
They find Morris on the half back line. Oh, great to Graham Four. Right in the centre of the ground, right in the wing section, just a little bit towards the small scoreboard. Goes down, looking for centre half forward position. 3 Epping, 1 Northcote Park. Picked up by Northcote Park. Screwed around there to Beale, who's been in the play a lot. I have to keep on looking at him all the time. Oh, gets rid of it. McNeice kicks it down to McNeice.
I should have marked
hands.
that.
Was an easy one dropped. Ball comes out of defence. Extra well.
Through Callaway.
Thank you. And it goes out of bounds for a throw in.
Could be. No, the umpire didn't pay against Scott Cowie for hitting it away because he's got it back out of the crowd to give it back to him.
Yeah, no, he tried to keep it in actually. Ball goes up. Graham Ford picks up the ball. McAllister kicks the ball long, wide and handsome. Goes up a long way. Doesn't go much closer than Northcote Park's goal. And again, it's given to the boundary umpire to say, throw it in.
1 goal, 2 Epping, 1 goal, Northcote Park.
The ball's on Northcote Park's half forward line too.
Right. Ball goes down. Nobody gets it. Everybody's locked arms as Rowan tries to get the ball away.
Rocking up here.
Yeah, it does go away. Two Epping should get it. And it is got then by Bibby. Marshmallow now.
Marshmallow.
Yeah, goes over to where Marty Stewart picks up the ball. Looks for options. Small kick in. Finds Jamie Bound. Boundy can't get it.
McAllister.
Gets scooped out McAllister. Off to McNeice. McNeice looking downfield. Doesn't really look for anybody. Just kicks it high. And almost a mark there, but can't be held back as Rowan takes the ball out again. Goes to Stewart, I think.
Yeah, Marty Stewart.
McNeice could have marked that one, Peter, right in the full forward line, but missed the mark.
It's not the extra weight making the scaffold rock, is it, John?
I'm not sure, but I'm not too impressed at the moment.
If it tips, we know which way it's going. Right, goes across to McNeice. Almost should have held the ball. It wasn't paid, and now it's aerial ping pong for a while. As
Morgan
tries to get the ball, scoops it out, and then goes across to where Shane Maloney kicks the ball, but doesn't take any time to look for anybody and kicks the ball into the coach's box. With the coaches there sitting on top, they get a good view of it and it doesn't move.
There's those two people up on top of the Watsonia tent.
Right. We just explained.
Dennis McNeese has got the ball. Bork's into trouble and it's caught. It's holding the ball.
Right, keep it going, Alex.
It's got that looks like Judd that's got the free kick.
Yep.
Judd on the half-back line takes the ball, kicks it along to the centre wing. It's up, but in front too. Northcote Park free kick. McAllister relays the ball back to, and we've got him. It's Cotter by the looks of it from here.
And we could do with a record.
Cotter kicks the ball down to the half-forward line. In front is Graham Ford, but he only puts his hands up, doesn't
out of bounds again, I think.
No, it is now. Pushed over by Bibby then of Epping, while he was in front of Castigan.
Right, ball's on the wing position in front of the Northcote Park bench as it gets thrown in. Graham Ford gets the palm out, then tries to chase it on. Can't do so, and it's out of bounds again, very close to the line. Yes, it's over. It's a long way over there, isn't it?
It's only if you've got poor eyesight.
Right.
Graham Ford and Morgan again.
It's all right for you, you're reading off the monitor.
Out the back to Marcello. Marcello dribbles the ball into the centre. Apostola, who punches it on and follows it up. He's got support there, but it looks like McAllister who got it for Northcote Park. Now Skinny Morris is in there and flicks it out the back. But it goes at the back to Day. Day across the Judd of Epping, and he drives it over their half-forward line down to where Dyson puts one hand up. He dives back on the ball, but the Northcote Park defence standing firm drives the ball out right back into the centre where Northcote Park tapped the ball on. First to recover is Day into the sandpit to play sandcastles, but it doesn't get the ball. It's pushed out to Marcello. Marcello across to the half-forward line where we have McAllister leading for Northcote Park, leading in the race for the ball. He ducks back, pushes the ball out to Peck, but he falls over at the critical stage. And Fletcher of Epping comes in over the top of it. Judd runs the ball in front of him out of bounds.
Right, at the moment both defences are well on top, with the score is 8 points Epping to 6 points Northcote Park, 1-2 to 1 goal.
16 minutes into the first quarter.
Right, ball goes up, picked up there by Peck. Peck unfortunately didn't do anything with it because he put it straight to Epping. But now with 3 or 4 options, Northcote Park get it out of defence.
Through Magnolio.
Yeah, goes to McAllister. Oh, McAllister gets his kick just in time. Goes down, bad bounce for everybody excepting Kernigan, and Kernigan has an easy shot for goal, one that JD could have kicked without any problem whatsoever.
Yeah, no worries.
And but in this occasion has put it through for a point. Only a point separating the two sides here at the Epping Football Ground preliminary final day.
1-2, 8 points Epping to 1-1, 7 points Northcote Park at the 16.5 minute mark of the first quarter.
We seem to be sagging down one side.
As the three of us play tag team with the commentary. Right, goes across, bad kick out, doesn't do Epping much good as puts Northcote Park right in the...
I think they're here today.
That's Clark there going to get the ball. He leaves it for Kerrigan, who tries to have a snap and he loses it, and it's cleared by Rowan. It looked like, no, he got a high tackle, Rowan, and he'll get the free kick there in the back pocket for Epping.
He crawls to his feet.
Epping were very lucky to get out of that. They had a bad kick out, and if anything, Northcote Park mucked it up a little bit with Kernigan not really running in and picking up that ball cleanly. Small pass, goes across, no name, kicks the ball up, goes into the square. Marcello, who's already had a ton of kicks the ball up to the true centre half forward position for Epping. It's picked up.
Good play by Webster.
Goes across to Fletcher, who just marks on the top of his finger.
Very unselfish teamwork then, Peter. Yes. And Alex.
The teamwork up here is magnificent.
I don't think Alex would have seen that anyway because he was behind the shed.
Yeah. Fletcher has a kick for goal, and he joins Dyson as the goal kicker for Epping, making them now 2 goals to Epping, and Northcote Park a 1-goal-1.
And the goal kicker for Northcote Park, Pete, is?
Well, we've just got our official scorer here.
It's Beale.
It's Beale?
Yep.
So, as he said, 2-2-14, plays 1-1-7, Epping with a handy lead at the 18-minute mark of the first quarter of the Division 2 Premier Final. The winner to go and play West Preston next week.
Yep, and the winner from that goes into Division 1. The prize they're all looking for, especially these whole 3 sides.
And who are the goal umpires today, Peter? Harvey and Halliday.
Yep. Ball goes down. Good bounce. Gives both of them a chance.
Oh,
Goes
good bounce, but over the umpire's head.
There, he cleared himself out of the way. Good. Oh, good.
Good strong play by Day there
Yeah.
coming through, but he missed the ball and it goes back to where Beale of Northcote Park falls over
Playing a good
as he's
game.
about to get it. Handballs out to the side, but it goes to no one in particular. It looks like Marcello coming through with his knee badly, highly strapped.
Oh,
but
there's a one behind.
the Northcote Park player was dropped behind play in the Shepherd, so the free kick's been paid to him.
He made it that he was shepherding when the ball was not within 5 metres. Now this is within kicking distance.
Silly play by Epping then.
Well, at the time it was probably, he thought he was doing the right thing.
Nah, it was still silly play. Because it's given him a chance to kick a goal.
This
Yep.
is Clark, didn't do a lot in the first game, so
Or kicking him from there yesterday.
He may have been saving himself for this game, Alex.
it's a bad thing to do.
With the wind, and it goes straight through the middle.
Told ya.
Yes, so there's another goal kicker for Northcote Park. Northcote Park now only trail by 1 point. Northcote Park 2 goals 1. Trail Epping 2 goals 2.
And we've gone 19 and a half minutes into this first quarter. It's both backlines holding both sides up at the moment, Pete.
Yes, it's the back line of both sides are right on top, and the forwards are having a little trouble breaking through. Even Webster's got to come out much further than his kicking distance to get a kick.
And they've got Mabia tagging Apostola, Northcote Park. Everywhere he goes, he seems to have a tag, Apostola.
Yeah, it's not working. The ball goes up. Marichello gets the ball. Kicks it into the wind. Now it goes across to Stan Apostola. As you said, Mabilia trying to tag him. There's 3 Northcote Park there to 1.
A bit
Mabilia should get that for in the back.
Yes, it was a bit high.
Epping go crook, but we read it from here that way.
As we break for tea and biscuits in the commentary box.
Oh, gee, how'd he come and get that? Right, Mabilia.
That's a bit unfair.
Mabilia now kicks the ball. But
Jeez.
he doesn't quite look, but he gets away with it
Bill
with
again.
Bill, who's been playing extra well. Kicks it down to where Graham Four overruns the ball, but underneath the back they chip it across to Kennedy. They might be able to get in to kick a goal. Bill tries to get the ball. Now it's across to Kennedy. Kennedy's been dumped, but so's Graham Four been dumped.
That's
Now
unusual.
it's across to 35, which is Clark. And now it's in the back.
Oh, it's hit the post.
It's in the pack. Now, will he get a choice of another kick? Because he did get hit just as he went to kick that
Nope.
ball.
Field umpire said all clear and they've waved the flag for a point, so there's no extra kick for a point.
Right, scores a level.
21 minutes gone.
Yeah, and that was...
I was having a cup of tea, Pete, I missed it.
Right, ball goes out now to the half-back flank for Epping, where
Not as
has
good as
been
you.
designated as a mark for Epping.
Jamie Banner looks like he goes to play on it.
He goes to have a dummy hand pass, then he had to hand pass, too high to Adams.
It's play on the umpire's called.
Right, he's gone on, he's kicked it in front of the small scoreboard, goes out to where our
Marty
Stewart gets the ball, swings round, hand passes across to Cowley. Cowley now looked downfield. He didn't, he hand passed across to his old captain and goes across where it's been pushed out of bounds by McAllister.
I don't know whether Daiso would like to be called old.
Yeah.
He hasn't got his age in the book, so maybe he is.
Yeah.
He's a lot older than he looked.
Right, they're looking to put a bit through Daiso to bring him into the game. He won't be playing on the ball unless they need him, I guess, in the last quarter. Nothing's really happening to it, and the umpire's taking the best option.
Scores the level in the preliminary final. 2 goals, 2 apiece at the 22 and a half minute mark of the first quarter.
Right, well,
The wind's getting stronger, of course.
yeah. At this stage, of course, you would say that Epping would have to be in front because Northcote Park had first use of the breeze, and in the early game, the commentating team was saying it was worth at least 2 goals. Ball goes down in the wing position there, where it's been picked up by Jamie Bound. Had a good quarter, goes out, big high kick. Nobody really home. The ball will bounce in no man's land,
Oh,
but
lots of
luckily,
fortune.
almost a throw.
Bad hand pass.
Yeah, but wasn't done there by G'day. G'day loses the ball, goes down
It was
to
Dennis
where
McNeese-
Callaway
Dennis
tries to
McNeese
get
kicked it down.
There's
Four.
Graham Four. Palms the ball across. Well done to Clark. Clark has a shot down and bounces through for 1 point, to the happiness of the boundary umpires who are a mile behind play.
2 goals, 3-15. Northcote Park in the lead, leading Epping 2-2-14.
First time they've been in front of the game.
23 and a half minutes gone into this quarter.
Ball comes out, gets kicked out. Everybody looks to see who's going to take it. Adams leaves it Gets then picked up by Rowan. Rowan passes the ball across to Adams, comes very close to the boundary line, and they're happy to see it go over.
Certainly the action now has quietened down a little bit since the first few fisticuffs.
Yep, ball goes up. Morris gets the ball out, gets across to where Whittick gets the ball across, goes nowhere really at the moment, underneath the pack. Umpire didn't know it was free, I think, and because Apple was just ready to go for one of his big runs. Brilliant sunshine, how a week changes the weather.
Brilliant camera work. The camera's as steady as anything, Pete. It can't be too rocky up there.
No, it's not.
We're weighted down.
Goes across, you can't win. Can you comes across to Kernaghan?
Not up here, you can't.
Four was behind there, and the Epping backman in front take the ball to the ground and clear it out to where Apostola's on a lead.
No,
it doesn't go to him. It goes to Callaway. Callaway coming through with a short pass. Gets it downfield, but Northcote Park are in front there in Castigan, is it?
Yes.
Stripped.
And Castigan takes the ball. Sees someone across into the centre of the ground on their own.
McNeice.
So Dennis McNeice he goes to. Didn't do a lot last week, Dennis McNeice. They need him to lift this week.
He'll do a lot today, Alex.
Now he kicks the ball long down to the forward line.
Oh,
where Peter McNeice is up from behind, but drops what he should have taken. They're all in over the top of him now. He holds the ball in there. The umpire will have to come in and ball it up.
That would have been a screamer if he had held on to that. It was right up over the top. But like yesterday, couldn't hang on to it.
The new captain of Epping there in the record, Kay Venn.
Yes.
Not Van this week, he's a Venn.
Yes, he's sick of you saying he's in the van. he wants to be
Graham Ford picks it up and drops it, but Rowan of Epping goes through the pack with the ball in front of him and clears it out to their half-back line with a kick towards the boundary line. Who's going to be first to get there? Jamie Bounder, as Pete said, had plenty of kicks this quarter, gets it, doubles back. Now he's got to handball it around. Will he get past the next player? Kicks it along the ground, up towards the centre wing. Is it Marty Stewart? No, it's not. Handballs along, but it's out of bounds in front of the half-back player. Oh no, holding the man. Umpire Nelson's paying something back further. Did you see that decision?
No, we're listening to you commentate so well.
Epping got the ball on the centre wing.
Now hanging on to him, mate.
Now they kick the ball down to their half-forward line. They're all up. Scott Cowie puts one hand up and ball spins around and takes the ball, and he should be paid the mark.
Well, I was watching that on the replay then, and it was great.
So was Alex.
On the camera, I should say, not the replay.
Right, he's getting to be about 30 metres out on a slight angle with the wind blowing into him a little bit.
The ex-fullback, is he a fullback come forward who can kick straight? Cowie lines him up.
And it's close to the post, and it's 1 point, I would say, by the cheers behind the goals. So
levels up the score?
Yep, all level.
At the 25-minute mark exactly, the scores are all level in the game.
Ball gets kicked out. They've got over the head of Spiteri, who they were looking for, picks up by Epping. Epping goes forward, back to Cowie, and Cowie's going to have another shot, a little less angle, but a little bit further out.
First shot was practice.
First practice, yeah, well this one won't make it.
He won't make it, you're saying?
No.
He'll make it. He'll probably kick it straight through from where he is. He's had a look at the lead.
Yeah,
now he gets the sun and the hair out of his eye.
Yeah, Borden had a lead there, but this ball had just dropped short in the goal square.
Oh. I tell you what, you were lucky it dropped short in the goal. It was a wrong end of the goal square to where you thought it would be. It nearly went through. And it's through for a point to put Epping in front. 2-4-16 to 2-3-15 in Northcote Park.
Goes out to Pratt.
Just over 2 minutes of time on being played now.
Pratt kicks the ball after getting on his own and getting that mark. Goes up. There's three Northcote Park, but Apostola in front, but happy to see it go over the boundary line. Didn't have much room to manoeuvre there if he had got the ball. Ball goes up and down. Gets taken over there by Peck. Peck gets the ball across to McNeice. Goes across there to Castanini. Castanini centres the ball. For what reason, nobody knows. But in the end, it looks like it will be one of the McNeice boys. I think he'll pick it up.
Peter McNeice.
Yeah. Goes across to the wing position. Graham Four out.
Showing pace, Graham.
Is he what? He's liking the hard conditions of the Epping Oval at the moment. Picked up and thrown out there by G'day.
Apostola should have grabbed the ball but tried to tap it on, but now Marshmallow gets it out and dribbles it down to Judd on the half-forward line and running through the half-forward line. Epping have lined it up. And that was Borden, I think. You'd have to pick his number up, Pete, for me.
Yep.
It was Borden who kicked the goal. And that gives Epping the lead as we're just about to approach time on it. They open up to a 7-point lead and 3-4-22 to Northcote Park 2-3-15, and that's his first goal of the game.
Right, well, that's been a good quarter by Epping against the wind. You got to remember, you don't see that in the camera, that the wind is blowing towards the city end, or the end that Northcote Park's kicking to, and it is worth a couple of goals. So Epping's put in
the ground myself.
Epping's put in a very good first term.
Umpire Harford puts it
You're
down.
not related to David Kuchma, are you?
No, well, I tell you what, I would never want to be laid to him.
Oh, McNeice just kicks the ball out of the air. Will Morris should have marked it, but he punches it on. Epping get out of the Northcote Park, get out of it through Castagooni. Castagooni drives it down to centre half forward at the back four, taps it over, but there's all Epping players there, didn't go anywhere. Now Kennedy tries to get it, but Rowan of Epping comes out through the half back line now and kicks it out to the centre wing where Apostola and Mabilla. Mabilla pushes Apostola down and the umpire pays. What sort of free kick would you say that was, Pete?
Ticky Touchwood.
What? JD, don't get into the umpires.
I don't, but that was.
It's a BS.
Apostola kicks it down to the half forward line. Cowie in front drops what he should have taken there, and first on the ground is Beale. Beale tries to tap it out to his teammate, but he's going nowhere. Now it comes out to Day of Epping. He gets the ball and drives it down to centre half forward. Leading out in the race of the ball was Northcote Park in front, and their backmen have been playing in front there, and they get the free kicks. Spateria, it looks like from here.
It is.
Spateria at centre half back drives the ball back into the centre of the ground. Marcello's in front,
pushing the back there.
Got the lovely push in the back, but the umpire calls play on. Out comes Bound, is it? No.
If it wasn't pushing the back, Spiteri should have been paid that mark as we'd come to the siren. We've 7 points in front. Epping 3 goals 4 to Northcote Park 2 goals 3, and we'll be back in a few minutes to continue the second term.
Yeah.
Start of the second quarter, John. Interesting
Welcome back,
first
Alex.
quarter. Oh, thanks, John. It's good to be up here in the rocky part. Graham Bucks running off. Graham Bucks is leaving the ground after his long talk there at quarter time. These boys don't know about the fines if they spend their time.
They certainly did talk a bit, but Epping probably did pretty well that quarter, I feel.
Yeah.
Epping 3-4, Northcote Park 2-3.
The runner coming out to tell the... No, what's going on here? The boundary umpire coming out to inform the Epping box of something. Pete, keep it on there.
Craig Joyner. He might be going to get a chewy.
The runner left, just leaving the ground after the quarter time talk.
Come on, Epping, we've not got all day, you know.
It's umpire Joyner, it's what we're waiting for. Umpire Harford now, we're not quite sure, trying to see whether there's people in the box or... They pick the ball up, David, and start the game. Okay, John, about to go off with the start of the second quarter.
Yes, we are.
Umpire Harford holds it high in the air. We've got Cowie. Peter McNeice is now off the forward line, starting in the centre for Northcote Park.
Might be a good move too, I feel.
Young Peck on the ball against Morgan. Peck wins it, gets it down to where Northcote Park drive it forward. In the back against Kennedy. Better Lotto drove it forward then, but Kennedy...
Silly play by Kennedy.
Yeah, it's hard enough to get the ball down there without... Carleth Fan, the captain, gets the ball and drives it out to the centre wing. The ball doesn't sit for anyone in particular. Bound doesn't go for the ball. Knocks Better Lotto down. Standing there pushing and shoving. If he's not careful, he could give a free kick away. The boundary umpire gets the ball and is about to ball it in. On the centre wing, clubhouse side, it'll be Peck and Morgan. Over the back goes Cowie, but Peck with his hands gets it down lovely to the Northcote Park Rover. Dennis McNeice comes from behind. You've got to get in front in this ground in these conditions. Marcello then butters up and gets the ball. Doesn't go for it. Now he has a hit back. Umpire, you shouldn't be saying no. You should either be blowing your whistle or... Umpire Snelson talking to the wrong player there, actually, in that little incident. Kerrigan of Kernigan, is it, Pete, you were saying earlier?
Yeah.
But before. I can, though. Peck gets over the top and wins another knockdown. Peter McNeice is pushed straight in the back. He's doing well in the ruck, John, that young ruckman.
Yes, that should have been a 15.
Yes, umpire Stelson's on the ball. He's picked it up.
Good one, Stevie.
And there McNeice will drive it down long. Goes to the leading Clark. Clark comes under the ball. Over the back comes Kennedy. He drops the mark he should have taken. Over the top they dive with the fullback, and Bibby of Epping at fullback gets the free kick against Clark. Clark playing from behind. Bibby's caught out here. Rowan's called for the ball. There's three 3 Epping on 1 Northcote Park player, and he drops what he should have taken. Let's bet a lotto in, who drives the ball along at the goal square, but it drifts off to the side to go through for a point. To take Northcote Park on 2 goals for, trailing Epping by 1 goal exactly, who were 3 goals for. Carla Fan, full back now, kicks the ball back in to where he's got Rowan again. Will he take this? That's a better one. He grabs it in 2 hands and takes the mark. He pushes 4 away. Now he goes, he turns, plays on, kicks the ball down to the centre wing. At the back is Marcello, and over the top of him goes Northcote Park players. They grab the ball, they clear it, not quite sure where to go. Screws the ball round their body, and it comes down to where Cowie dropping back. The sun in his eye, can't take it. Morgan knocked, his own teammate knocked out of his head. Now he's going across the centre, kicking the ball towards centre half forward, where Dyson's behind Stewart. It's punched down by Spiteri, then knocked away out to Apostola, who pushes Mavilla out the way. Apostola gets the ball across to Day, and Day runs into the open goal, and he's off target, and he kicks a point, and that takes Epping on to 3 goals 5. 3-5, 23 to 2-4, 16. John.
Yeah, it's very poor kick there by the Epping player. He was running in the open goal, almost identical at the other end 5 seconds ago. Both should have kicked goals.
Okay, the ball to go back to Spagnolio. It's thrown in and hits the point post on the falls.
I suppose it's easy to say from up here.
It's a bit windy up here, John. Not like the good commentary box down the bottom. Spagnolio comes out wide to where he has the leading Castic, and he has to sit and wait for the ball. Then he's pushed fair in the back by... he's hurt himself too. Stewart of Epping, as he's landed on his boot. Castigan on the half-back line. He's hurt himself too by the looks of it as he's gone down. He's really struggling, and Cowie pushes his way past. Oh, he has to throw it off. Pushed his way past Cowie, and the ball went to Bettolotto, and he was on the ground, and the runner runs into the umpire. Oh, very good.
Oh, well, you've got to liven it up somehow.
Peck, McNeice at the back. Morgan, McNeice will get this in. Hits it down lovely, and that's holding against Peck, he says. Yeah, Northcote Park player Castigan is really struggling in the half-back, on the half-back line at the moment, waiting for Trainer. There's one running across the ground now, just moving, and that's all. The Epping runner stationary on the ground again. As from half forward line, Morgan gets the ball and drives it up long into the forward pocket. Webster comes out, but he was behind, not unlike the first game he played, where he played from in front. Couldn't take the mark, and it's a free kick in the back pocket to Northcote Park. Northcote Park kicked the ball out wide. It'll drift over the boundary line, and Jamie Bowen, I think, or Scott Cowie, which one, will get the free kick. No, Fletcher says it's mine. He's a true forward pocket player. Scunge anything off anyone. Fletcher kicks the ball inside to Judd. Judd misses it. Northcote Park back line in... looked like Morris, gets it across to Dennis McNeice. He kicks out high wide and answer to no one in particular, and it's Epping coming forward through 53 Mooney. Mooney handballs across to Stewart, and Stewart plays on, and he kicked it. Played on where there was a free kick play there, but they went for the kick, and he kicked it through for a point.
Yes, there's another one that Stewart probably could have kicked, or Epping probably should have got, because he ran in towards the goals.
3 goals 6, going with a bit of a slight advantage of a breeze. Epping, Spagnolio brings the ball into 2 goals for Northcote Park. It bounces on the ground in front of Peter McNeice. Oh, kicked out of his hands, but umpire says it's okay. As Craig Dyson came through there, and he's put it out of bounds for a boundary throw in 10 metres around from the point post of the Epping scoring end. Epping going towards the city end. Northcote Park, the cemetery. Oh, Stewart's in the ruck, and Dyson, 2 small guys, they do no good, and Shane Maloney kicks the ball off the ground for another boundary throw in, and he's going probably a yard further, but only opens up the angle for Epping anyway.
Quite a good crowd here again today, Alex.
Yes, good crowd. Morris against Bowden, and the ball's punched back out of bounds for another throw in exactly the same spot.
Bit of negative football at the moment.
Yeah, going nowhere. The Northcote Park player's trying to hang on. Epping player and Marcello in the hands of the trainers out there with his head being held. Out they go. Epping, Northcote Park clear the ball a bit wider this time, but it goes to Judge. Judge has the ball taken away from him. Now he flicks it out to Stewart. Stewart can't take the ball. It's Maloney who drops the ball, but the umpire says play on. It's kicked off the ground by the Northcote Park defenders, and this time they've gained a bit more. Oh, they're all into it again. Headbands build up. Marcello's ran in. He's had a couple of little dips in there as well, and they're pushing and shoving.
Umpire Nelson right in amongst
it. In comes Morgan. They're all, instead of standing back and just letting things cool down, they're all trying to run in from everywhere. So trainer out there, as something happened behind, out the back again. Boundary throw-in while this is all happening in the goal square, John. There's been a boundary throw-in on the far side of the ground. The ball's pushed back towards the boundary line.
I was so busy watching what was going on there, I forgot that the ball had gone up the ground. You tend to think a little bit of the older days, Alex, don't you?
Yes, we just watch what happens. Once again, it's Morris who gets the ball and punches it around the boundary line. But Judge gets in the way and he's swamped by defenders. And Northcote Park gaining yard at a time. That's about all as they force the ball around the boundary line. Both playing for the right to play West Preston so you can go into First Division next year. Morris Hall, very poor boundary throw in, and he gets it and dumps it back twice as far as what the boundary umpire threw it in.
Yes, he certainly wasn't impressed with that throw-in, I don't think.
6 or 7 throw-ins in a row as Northcote Park try to defend it. They've got the ball on the defensive side of the ground. This time Judd takes the ball out of the air when it's been punched down and screws it back to centre half forward. Peck, the ruckman who hasn't been in any of the throw-ins, tries to grab it. The ball's forced out the back to Dyson and Dyson snaps it.
It's his second goal.
His second goal with his shorts on, and he snaps the ball. Epping runner still on the ground. He's been out there for a while, having a bit of a talk. And that will take the scores on to John Watt.
4 goals, 6, 30 points, Epping, leading Northcote Park 2-4-16. A decisive break, I feel.
And goal kickers are Fletcher 1, Bowden 1 and Dyson 2.
Correct, Wade.
For Epping, well, we have Clark and Beale, the goal kickers for Northcote Park. They've opened up a 2-goal, 2 lead here. They've got the breeze, if they can use it. It's favouring the end they're going to. They're about to bring Adams back on the ground. We've got Morgan and Peck in the centre. Cowie and Peter McNeese, Beale and Dennis McNeese. They've moved Kennedy up onto the centre wing, Northcote Park at the moment. Beale gets the ball, goes for a little kick around the corner, goes nowhere in particular. Play on, says the umpire. Dennis McNeese gets handball too and runs into the brick wall there, and they all go in over the top. And the umpire Harford, from a fair distance away, comes in and says, I'll ball it up. Oh, Morgan, the umpire, I'd have a look at something like that. Stupid thing to do.
Yes, it was.
The umpire standing right there, he could have lost the ball to a free kick. Old the man he was. Morgan and Peck. Peck wins it beautifully. Another tap out. He's doing well on the ruck, but they're not taking advantage of it. Kennedy spoils Whittick coming through. Whittick goes back. Kennedy dives over the top of it, and umpire Harford comes in for another ball up. We had about 6 boundary throw-ins in a row. Now we're going to have 3 or 4 ball ups in a row by the looks of it.
Yes, it's very negative at the moment, I feel.
Neither side really running the ball well at this stage. The game very closed up, both playing tight defensive. Peck once again wins it out. This time he gets it to a Northcote Park player who just scrabbles a kick over his shoulder. Bertolotto gets the ball, taps it out. Apostolic takes the ball, kicks it out wide where we've got Cowie leading in the race for the ball. The ball bounces and props in front of him. Cowie goes down. Now he gets a handball inside to Bound. Bound doesn't go for the ball. He tries to knock the player out the way. Peck goes in, gets it, takes a little kick, but he'll dribble out to Apostola. Apostola will use the ball down to centre half forward this time. But in front we have Skinny Morris. He pushes the ball down the ground. Now young Fletcher for Epping gets the ball and taps it over the line and out of bounds. Oh, umpire Stelson says he got a head-eye tackle after it was out of bounds, so he gets the free kick. Fletcher on the half-forward flank. Right out in the boundary line. He sees someone leading in short, so he goes to it. It was Webster. And Webster this time in front. Beale tried to come across and cut him off, but he was in front. When you play in front, you're surely to make the right moves.
Certainly looks a better player, doesn't he, Alex, when he runs?
When he runs at the ball and he's in front, he looks really good. He should nearly kick it from there. Webster, the leading goal kicker in second division, as I said, should have kicked it from there, and he does. And Epping have opened up a handy little 3-goal 2 lead here as Webster kicks his first, and Epping go 2 as which scoreboard. No, the scoreboard on the other side hasn't changed. It should be 5 goals 6. 36 to 2 goals 4. 16, a 20-point lead to Epping, and we've gone how far, boys, into this second quarter? They're asleep down the bottom of the time clock.
Yeah.
And the man from the deep yells out 10 minutes, and another one yells out 11 minutes. So we'll go 10.5 minutes, I suppose. It's now 11 minutes. The clock's running fast.
And the wind's starting to really spring up now from this end of the commentary box. Maybe I should have stayed down there with you after all.
You just wanted to sit in the sun and get a suntan, early suntan. Beautiful sunny day after last week's windy conditions. Webster's on, Adams is on the ground. We've got Peck, who's rucked well actually so far. He wins another knockout, but Epping are better around the packs. Apostola takes a dive to the ground, sitting on top of the ball, but the umpire doesn't pay the free kick for holding the ball. He says, I'll come in and ball it up. Young Peck doing a good job in the ruck, but the little men for Northcote Park not taking advantage of it. We've got Graham forward at centre half forward. We've got now Kennedy, a good forward on the wing for Northcote Park. Peck and Adams. Adams will win this one. No, it was over the top. It was Van. Van got it down. Northcote Park got it out, but the handball's Australian. Bound of Epping clears the ball to centre half forward where young Bowden was up in front. Off the ground goes Judd with a lucky kick, and Stewart takes the mark. Stewart 50 metres out from goal. What's the umpire saying there?
What? Bringing him back, I think.
No, he hasn't reversed it. He's given 15. He hasn't reversed it. He's given 15 metres. They can't hear you anyway, Pete.
But that's what I said in the first place.
Peter, I need the talkback number. No idea.
419.
Marty Stewart from 40 metres out when he was given the 15 metres. Pops it through. The reason for the 15 metres was a Northcote Park guy ran between him and the man on the mark as they were running down on the ground, and umpire Snelson said that was unfair, and that's Marty Stewart's first goal in this game, and it really opens up Epping using the advantage of the wind. Still not running the ball freely both sides. Northcote Park winning the ball out of the air, but the Epping little men taking it away. Stewart's now in the centre, and we've got 6-6, 42, plays 2-4, 16. Judd in the centre, really pumping them up. Adams and Peck. Peck holding the front position. And he wins it once again. Down to Peter McNeice, who gets the ball out of the centre this time for him. But back there, they're going to be 3-1 as Clark comes out to the ball. It's Bibby backed up by Rowan, and they take the ball and kick it out wide. And it'll dribble over the line on the boundary line. No, yes, it does. Just beats them all as it goes to the far side, the high street side of the ground, on Northcote Park's half-forward line. It's been a long time between drinks for Northcote Park out there. They need to get a goal from this. Their little men need to lift. Van in the front. No worries, he's in the van again. Paps the ball back to the centre wing. It runs. It was as good as a kick, that tap out. Beale got it. Handball's back inside, but they go nowhere with the ball. This looks like Marty Stewart coming across the ground. Head down, and he taps the ball right back into the centre. He gets the ball now, and he screws it round and kicks it down to Webster, who's come out in front and takes the mark. Was out in front, and he plays straight on. He'll run into the open goal for his second goal, and Epping reckon they're alive. They've had a great second quarter so far. Webster's second, Epping seventh, and they go into 7-6. That'll be 48, playing 2-4, 14, and they've kicked 4 goals so far this quarter. 2-4, 16. Oh, they're yelling from down the bottom. Yes, that's right. 7-6.
I don't think the fullback had worked that one out. I really think he thought he should have marked that, and I think Webster pinched it.
He believed he got a touch in the back, which he did when he worked his way to the front, but the umpire was out of position and didn't see it.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Webster ran in brilliantly and kicked the goal.
So there's another goal to Epping. Epping really taking advantage of the dry conditions and taking it on. Who's going to get this? Mabia could have been paid for shepherding because he made no attempt to go for. Cowie comes down, drives it down to Apostola, who dived to the ground. Kennedy gets it now for Northcote Park, gives it to McNeice, who didn't want to know he had it there, and threw it across to Mabia. Mabia was pushed in the back and gets the free kick. Dennis McNeice really just threw the ball away there. Mabia loses his boot. Ball was kicked forward by Epping. There was no 15 metres paid there after the free kick was paid. The whistle had gone, but umpire Harford didn't pay the 15 metres this time. Mabia now on the half-back line will kick the ball across the centre line, looking for a lead. Graham Ford leads out wide. Behind him is Trafford. Trafford, better judgment, gets the ball, runs off the bottom of the pack. Adams puts up his elbow, wasn't seen, and Trafford's allowed to get away. Gets the ball to Judge. Judge caught. Too high he is, but it's called play on now as he takes his kick across the half-forward line. Webster out in front of Spagnolia, takes the ball after it bounces to the ground. That's better, Webster. Good handball there, but Northcote Park defenders clearing the ball now as they run down the ground. Your run down, son. In the back, umpire. Oh no, stupid decision. It was in the back. You can't run a man into the ground from behind.
Yes, I'd agree with you there, Alex, for sure.
The player was pushed down from behind. He did have the ball, but he's got to be protected first and before it's holding the ball. Now this will be Marty Stewart from 55 metres out, the man on the mark. Stewart reckons he can kick this with a slight breeze behind him because Webster's already given a lead. It'll hang up right there into the goal square. We've got 3 Northcote Park up and no one else down for him, and Epping raced the ball through for a point to go on to 7-7, 49 to Northcote Park 2-4, 16. Little chip pass going out there to, who is it, McAllister. McAllister bounces around the man on the mark, kicks the ball down to Graham Ford on the centre wing, but he can't get there because Day jumps in front of him to take a good mark. Nearly on the centre wing. Day drives the ball back towards centre half forward where Scott Cowie's in the band, but good Skinny Morris it looks like has gone up. Now he kicks the ball straight back to where it came from. Out there we've got Maloney. Maloney takes the ball, should handball over the top. Gets around Rowan though, so now he can have a kick. He kicks the ball down to centre half forward where Peck is now on Trafford, and the ball, puts his hands up. The ball spills to the ground. Mabilla takes it. Too slow in getting rid of it. And umpire pays hold the ball. That was a better decision.
That's because the umpire was Nelson.
Callaway sees Bound over here on his own. Bound takes the mark. Will he go to Judge? Judge he handballs to. Runs through the centre wing. Judge kicks the ball down to where Webster's out in front. They'll all come over the back. Webster, Barty Stewart waited in front of him where the ball was punched down, but was unable to take the ball. Skinny Morris kicks the ball out to where he sees Peter McNeice. McNeice runs out there. Marty Stewart tackles him. He holds him when he hasn't got the ball. It's holding the ball to Peter McNeice. Marty Stewart fell for the old 3-card trick there. He handballed it out in front of him. McNeice now kicks the ball along the centre wing to where we've got... Oh,
You should see that ball pull up.
did it pull up? That was Darville there who was trying to get it. He gets the ball out to Beale. Beale stepped over the top of him, must get in the back. It was funny, that one was in the back, but where the player got run down. Fletcher coming off the ground, Hughes coming on.
Coochie must have been right about the wind.
18 minutes gone as Beale drives it down, but only Epping down there in Van. It's right in the van. Sees Bound standing over here on his own. Sort of plays all on his own, Bound. Now he's running out. Why don't you run down the ground instead of around the ground? He gets it over now. No, not to Apostola, to Judge. Judge should go inside with the ball. That's better. Webster leading straight down the ground now at centre half forward. Has to sit and wait for the ball, and he's in front. He pushes it down. Cowie comes in, but can't get to it. Young Beale gets the ball, pushes it out in front of him. Now Cowie gets it, has a fresh air shot. Gets it back to Stewart. Stewart gets it across. No, it wasn't Stewart he got it back to. It was Hughes who got it then across to Stewart, and it goes through for a point to take Epping on to 7 goals, 850 with a very, very handy 34-point lead over Northcote Park at 2-4-16. Wait for him to wave the flag. Seems always to be a silly decision, that, but the umpires like to make sure the goal umpire's finished his job. Now he goes the other way, Spagnolo, to where he's got someone short in the back pocket. Could be Pratt from this distance. It's hard to tell without seeing his number. He kicks the ball from the back pocket, kicks it right down to the centre wing. Epping had the players in front. Rowan grabs the ball. Now he lays it on the ground. Umpire Harper will say it's my ball, and he comes in to ball it up. Right in front of where the Epping coach is sitting on top of the box there. And Varese trying to see what's happening. Northcote Park coach, rather.
Well, they're certainly in trouble, Northcote Park, Alex, at the moment.
Yeah, they've got nothing going for them around the ground,
I think
John.
1 point this quarter.
The ball punched down to where Dyson takes the ball, and his bike shorts kicks it down to the next pair of bike shorts, but Webster waited for the ball instead of leading to it. Stood there and waited. It goes back to Adams. Adams gets the ball, screws it around to the goal square, but dropping back there is Northcote Park. But before they could get it, it bounces over in front of Pratt through a throw-in. Yeah, Epping a little bit taller, but also got the players running around the ground. Bound still out here on the centre wing on his own. Marcello sitting in the centre on his own. So if the ball comes out, they've got the numbers out here to drive it back in. The ball was thrown in now. It's got Beale. Should get it out to Kennedy, who doesn't ship now. He finally shepherds for him. But here it is, as I said, Marcello on his own. He misses. It goes to Bound, who's got it now. They've got plenty of time, these guys out here. They've set up a good wall to make sure it can't come out of their forward line. They drive the ball back into their forward line, right into the goal square. Northcote Park get it and they've got to clear it, but who are they going to get it to? Peter McNeice has got to beat. If he wins, it's got to beat 3 or 4 players here. Marcello runs it into Stewart. Stewart goes for a short kick instead of having a snap at goal and falls over after he kicks it, and he still hasn't moved. He hasn't moved, actually. Now he is.
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Just trying to make sure the umpire said he was down trying to con the free kick, but it wasn't on. And then he kicked the ball, it went out of bounds, and there's forward pocket on the far side. A throw in, and we've got Morris against Bowden, and taken at the back of the pack by Graham Fore. He handballs to the boundary line where he's got Kennedy. Kennedy, who I thought was playing on this wing now in the half-back line, goes over the top to Whittick, it looks like. Whittick on the centre wing drives the ball down the half-forward line, but who have we got coming up here? The captain, Van, runs at the ball. He kicks it but doesn't go anywhere as it's off the ground. This is Darville. Oh, he gets the ball, turns back into trouble. He's got to get it out the back now to Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets the ball out wide to Dennis McNeice. He needs to lift his game, Dennis McNeice. Now he runs on. Who's going to shepherd for him? Whittick shepherds for him. He runs through the half-forward line. Keep running, Dennis. Goes for a little short pass. A silly sort of kick. Went to better lotto by the looks of it.
Could have run that far.
Could have run that far and gone on. Now, Botello, is it?
Oh, that's near enough for Alex.
Botello takes the ball, kicks it, it hangs up in the wind. Who we got? Peck puts his hand up at the back of the pack is Trafford. Trafford should go short to Apostola, but he doesn't. He kicks it out long to where Peter McNeice will get to the ball first, or will he? No, it sits for Apostola, but McNeice runs in, takes it off him. Oh, Bound has a big swing at a haymaker, and he misses, but the poor kick by McNeice goes to Peck, who taps it back. Now Epping through Callaway, clear it out here. It comes down to, was it Marty Stewart? Or drops what he should have taken, ducked out at the wrong time. They're back here, yes, you deserve. Oh, I won't say it. Tyson gets the ball.
Peter
Have a look at this down here behind play.
Peter McNeese
Oh,
and Borden.
they've really got it. It's gone down here to where users mark the ball. The umpire's coming out down the back. John, you watch down here and tell me what happens. Peck throws a few out, and down the other end we have Hughes lining up for a goal. Epping players jumping in from everywhere there into Peter McNeese.
Peter McNeese actually was the one that started that.
I think
He just ran at the Epping player for no reason.
Hughes takes a kick and kicks a point. 7 goals, 9. I don't know about that. There was a big haymaker in there on the way.
Well, I think that had a bit to do with it, Alex. I think he was going to get his own back for what actually happened before when you was commentating.
22.5 minutes mark. Epping breaking up a big lead here. 7-9, 51 to 2-4-16. He goes for the short pass out to Spiteri. Spiteri doesn't let him down and he takes the ball. The ball's kicked out now to Graham 4. Cowie runs in, made no attempt to go at the ball. And 4 gets the ball and kicks it down. Now it's going to sit there for Marcello. Marcello waited for the ball. Bertolotto went for it and he gets pushed over. Out the back, Peck gets it out to Mabia. Mabia gets it on to Bertolotto. Marcello should have went in there, but he didn't. The ball's kicked down now to full forward where Clark gets held, but there's no free kick. Darville goes in. Now the Epping player in Callaway takes it and handballs it out to Adams. Adams is going to get round Mabia as he goes slow. He runs, he sees Van out here. And Van, Marcello's hurt his knee by the looks of him. He's holding there. Van does it easy and kicks the ball down to the half-forward line. Stewart over the top goes for it. But McAllister's too strong there off the ground. Takes the ball and goes into the centre. Now run on, son. Who have I got to go to? I've got to go round, Whittick says, and he goes back to Kennedy. Kennedy got the Clark on a lead and Clark's got plenty of space. Oh, doesn't pay the mark, the umpire. Clark should tap it on, but he can't. He loses the ball now out there to 53, which is Mooney. Mooney balks once, twice. Now he should come across to Judd, but he goes into the centre to Day, and Day marks the ball. Runs through the centre, and he drops the ball there. He's held now. He's held. Oh, umpire doesn't pay holding the ball. Mabia of Northcote Park takes it off, and through the half-forward line he goes. He drops what he should have kept, and now the ball's tapped out to where Beale gets it, and it's in the back to Northcote Park. Umpire calls play on now as it's driven down to where Clark's out in front of Bibby, and Bibby from behind grabs the ball at the boundary line and loses the ball over the line for a throw-in. Northcote Park with no real system in their play at the moment.
Absolutely pathetic.
Marcello's been moved down to the forward pocket. Hughes has been moved into the centre.
Well, Northcote Park very disappointing at the moment.
Tossed in out of the air, they grabbed it, it should have been dropping the ball.
Yes,
and it was, I called that one, John, wasn't that a good decision?
Yeah, that was great. Umpire Snelson finally gave one. Yeah, well, he missed a couple.
No, he's doing a good, the umpires aren't doing a bad job today.
Not too bad, no, not too bad at all.
Still. No, they've scored a point already, this cameraman trying to give us all the in-depth commentary
you think we don't know.
And they've scored a point, now they've scored another point. Oh,
unbelievable miss.
Poor miss. Morgan comes on the ground as Adams goes off. 2 goals, 5, 17, trailing Northcote Park, trailing Epping 7 goals, 9, 51. A handy lead here. Just into time on as Bibby takes a short pass out the Van. Van doing what he likes here. He's really in the van today, Pete. Runs through centre half back, showing his pace as he bounces the ball. A very fast man on the move. Cowie up in front. The ball's punched away from him. Beale is probably Northcote Park's best player. Wins it off the ground. Kicks it down, and here he is, the captain again. Oh, could have lost the ball then, but he didn't. He kicks it out to Rowan. Rowan can't take the ball. Maloney's in underneath, but Beale breaks through. Gets the ball, and it's a head-eye tackle to Maloney against Judd. And he will have up the... played in the half-back flank in the first game and last week and played a good game. Probably Northcote Park's better players. Started off well today, but been very quiet so far in this quarter, John Maloney has.
Yes, he has.
Northcote Park in desperate need of a goal as we've...
Adams comes off the ground.
Well, I'd called that before, John. You weren't listening. Adams for Morgan. Maloney lines it up. The ball will swing across, but it'll only be a point, I'd say. And it's another point to go to 2-6-18, trailing at Northcote Park, trailing Epping 7-9, 51. They've got to lock it back in there and try to drive it up for another goal to see if they can get back into this game, Parkers. Morgan calls for the ball this side. He's got him and bound. Peter McNeese out here. Morgan will go up and take the ball. McNeese should have got paid a free kick. It wasn't paid there. Through comes Kerrigan, gets the ball onto McNeese. McNeese with the ball in front of him. Tries to tap it through Judge. Just gets it through him. Judge puts his head down. Doesn't get paid the free kick. It's forced forward there where Hughes taps it off the ground. Now Peter McNeese throws it out to Beale. Beale taps it out to Graham Ford. Graham Ford forces his way out where he gets the ball to Bertolotto. Bertolotto taps it on. Oh, Peck was a bit slow in moving, and Bound made no other attempt but to knock it out of bounds from about 20 metres inside the boundary line. And it's out of bounds.
Well, I'm just wondering, Alex, whether Northcote Park are struggling because of those conditions last week when it was very heavy.
Yes, they look very,
tired.
very tired and flat-footed, don't they? Peck gets the ball down. Peter McNeice taps it out to Betalotto. Betalotto drops in front of it. Beautiful tap back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets it over the top to Dennis McNeice. Dennis McNeice to Beale. He's going to run into trouble. Where's his slip and slide? He gets round 1, 2. Oh, there's a big eye swing at him there, but it missed him, and he did well there. Good handball to him. He balked once, twice, missed the high tackle and went underneath it and kicked the goal. They badly need a goal. 3 goals, 6-24.
That's his second goal.
Trailing by 27 points, Northcote Park to Epping, 7-9-51, and that's Beale's second goal, John.
That's correct, Wade. 27.5 minutes of the second quarter.
Yes, they are struggling up forward. As I said, Beale's probably their best player so far.
They haven't got too many today.
They haven't got too many at all, and they really need some players to lift.
That wasn't me.
Oh, Father's Day, John. The ball goes down. Morgan and 4 really wins it, but only to Cowie. Cowie throws it out in front of him. Mabia goes back in to get it. He's tackled a little bit high. There they go. Drop the ball now. Cowie comes out. He balks one, gets it out to Bowden. Bowden has the ball smothered. Just allows Mabia to get back into it. He's ridden into the ground, but the umpire says play on. Dennis McNeice should grab the ball. Hits it out to Morris, but dropping in front of him is Stewart. Stewart kicks the ball off the ground to where Morgan. Yes, I thought the player had his hands down there in McAllister. And
Umpire Nelson right onto that one.
And McAllister for Northcote Park kicks it out to the centre wing where we have, looks like Darville, is it? Or Whittick? No, to be Whittick. Whittick out there on that centre wing. Now he gets the ball and drives it down over the half-forward line. Peck and Morgan. Peck puts his hands up and takes a good mark. They've sort of static football they're playing though. He kicks the ball in, and who have we got dropping back there? Van. Very hard to get past him. He handbags to his Bundura teammate now, Epping teammate, and Callaway. Callaway goes across to Mooney. Mooney should go short to Morgan. Bound on his own, goes back to Mooney. Mooney runs through the centre line with a poor kick into centre half forward. A very poor kick. Had plenty of time to see what he could do and didn't deliver it properly. Leading out the other side is Kennedy. Kennedy comes into the centre of the ground and takes a good strong mark. Not getting enough use out of these players, Kennedy and Peter McNeice at the moment. Graham Forecourt's for the ball. Now Clark leads down from full forward. But Van, once again, is right in the way and takes another mark. Calling back for it in the back pocket, going back, losing 30 metres, going back to bound. Now, if he loses the ball over the boundary line here, and he does, and he dropped the ball, umpire Harford, who wasn't really watching. He dropped the ball as half-time siren gone. It could have been a free kick to Northcote Park. But at half-time, Epping 5-9-51 have a handy lead over Northcote Park. 3 goals, 6-24. And the goal kickers are Fletcher with 1, Webster with 2, Stewart with 1, Bowden with 1, and Dyson with 2 for Epping, while at Northcote Park we have Clark with 1 and Beale with 2. The scores at half-time 7-9-51 to 3-6-24. John, the best players in your up to half-time?
Well, I really think that Dyson's played a very good game for Epping. He's been in a lot of things. Their backline's been very strong. Stewart's done a lot of good work for them. Carl Van, as you said, he always seems to be in the van, except for that last one. He's been impassable, and the whole back line is just far, far too strong for Northcote Park. And as you said earlier, Alex, I really think that Northcote Park have to really strive hard to get back into this game. They just seem to be lost at the moment. Their players are falling behind, and that's just throwing me right off. In the meantime, I think Epping are going from strength to strength, and with the week's rest, I think they're going to go on and win this game.
Okay, thank you, John.
Okay, we're going to where now?
Here we are back at Epping on the Sunday. Lovely sunny Sunday after last week, John.
Yes, it is.
Morgan and Fletcher leaving the ground to be in the coach's box. Northcote Park have only got 1 player sitting in the coach's box at the moment. For the second half of this Premier League final, the winner having the right to play West Preston, play West Preston to see who goes in to the First Division next year. Umpires whistling the crowd off the ground. Good crowd up here today, John. Epping 7-9-51, leading Northcote Park 3-6. We'll need Northcote Park to come right back into this game this quarter.
Yes, I think they really will have to pull stocks out Northcote Park if they're going to win this game, because they've got the scoring in. It was to the Dave Kuchmar end, as he said the wind was blowing that way. I feel.
Yeah,
I'll push both forwards and take it off.
Here we go again, every time my man talks.
Okay, umpires looking around to see if everyone's ready. Northcote Park, have anyone reported to your knowledge, John?
No, I don't think they... Well, we haven't got the official okay from the umpires, but couldn't see anybody get sent off.
Well, they've only got one in their coach's box. Umpire Nelson puts the ball in there to start the second half of the preliminary final for Division 2. Peter McNeese and Graham 4 in the centre with Dennis McNeese and Kerrigan, Apostola and Adams in there for Epping. In the back of 4, but there's no free kick play. There's Morris, Skinny Morris for Northcote Park comes through, gets the ball, taps it forward. Where Peck loses it today. Day goes for a little chip pass out to Bound. Bound stands there, can't take the ball, and in they go over the top of Bettelotto. He goes. It should have been paid the free kick, but Days backs him up now and gets the ball and forces it forward. Marty Stewart just had his knee rub, comes back. Graham 4 for the long hand pass out to McNeese. Dennis McNeese that was. Gets it across to McAllister. McAllister of Northcote Park drives it down to the forward line. It's going to bounce. No. Callaway's there and takes the short way out. Punches it through for a point. Northcote Park are first to score with a rushed behind. They go on to 3-7. 3-7-25, playing Epping 7-9-51, and Adams is limping off the ground as Morgan will have to come on. Must have did an ankle in that ball up in the centre, John.
Yeah, it looks like he's done an ankle fairly badly, but look what he's hardly been able to put on the ground.
Okay, Bibby, they go through the interchange bench. They got 19 on the ground at the moment, but the umpires didn't pick it up. Down they go. Yep, Shepherd there, ball gets pushed out by Trafford. Trafford goes into the back of the Northcote Park player. Apostola kicks it off the ground. It goes down to where Bowden and Morris are fighting for. Bowden gets it across to Marcello. A great runner, Marcello. He kicks the ball down to the leading Scotty Cowie. He overruns it. Hughes and Maloney go back on it. Stewart pushes in. McAllister fair square in the back and gets away with the ball. Kicks it down to Webster and Spagnolio. Spagnolio punches the ball towards the boundary line. And I thought I heard a whistle, but it wasn't. Now there's a whistle as the ball goes over the line for a boundary throw-in.
It's a premature whistle, Alex.
Oh, premature whistle. Yeah. It's up to the captains to see the 19. Yes, fair enough, Pete. And then there's the ball to Scotty Cowie from the throw, and he gets it to Marty Stewart, who has a ping at the goals. It hangs right up in the goal square. Whittick against Judd. Judd loses the ball off the ground here. Oh, the ball hasn't gone through yet. Hughes gets pushed in the back. Maloney had nowhere to go there. He was very unlucky. Brilliant camera work by a cameraman. Got that as he gets up holding his back.
Well, that's the same sort of decisions the other umpire gave earlier, that you should have said gave a free kick away, but they didn't pay it that way. They paid it the other way.
Yes, earlier in the game when in the centre of the ground they paid holding the ball, but that time it was definitely in the back. He went straight into his back. Northcote Park were a little bit unlucky there. The ball sat and rolled, but there'll be no worries for you here to put Epping's 8th goal on the board and open up their lead again. He'll just go bang straight through the centre. Look at that. Told you to be no worries there.
No, it's hit the post.
Well, we've got little comments coming down the line from our director.
Unbelievable.
Our director of sound saying it hit the post, and the goal umpire said the same too. So that takes it on to 7 goals, 10-52. 3 goals, 7-25. The ball thrown back in over from the cemetery into the ground, where...
You blokes know that the umpires are never wrong.
And there they go. The goal umpire paid it as hitting the post, and he's always right. Bound runs at a player who's shepherding, doesn't get the ball. Dennis McNeese from behind of Day. And Day takes a good strong mark. He'll go inside to Rowan. No, he won't now. He's got to go back out to Bound. Bound, oh, just inside the boundary line, grabs the ball, goes short to Hughes. They're very loose, Northcote Park. Now this puts Webster on his own because the fullback had to run out to cover him. Who's going to get back to cover everyone?
Yes, they're playing very lacklustre football, Northcote Park, at the moment. And it's what I said before. I'm just wondering whether they're so tired after last week.
They run in Hughes, and this time is he going to hit the post? No, that's 1 point. Didn't hit the post this time, went across the front of the post, drifting over with the wind, and then slowly through for a point.
Beautiful kick.
To take Epping on to 7 goals, 11, that'll be 53, playing 3 goals, 7-24. He goes for the short kick out to McAllister. McAllister and 25, is it, Pete? Thank you. The ball's handballed over the top there to... Is it Castigan back on the ground? The ball's kicked down along. To come in out was Kennedy. Kennedy has it punched down by Van, who's rocking Gibraltar there at centre half back. He gets it to Morgan, who flips it over his shoulder to Day. Day goes to the leading Judd. Judd on a lead, takes one grab and then gets it knocked away from him by Whittick, and Whittick can't grab the ball before it goes over the line for a throw in. Judd looking back for a free kick, but there was nothing there. Boundary umpire throws the ball in, and 4 and Morgan. Morgan touches it down, but it goes to the Northcote Park defenders. And it looks like Spiteri. Spiteri with the ball kicks it down, but it's all Epping there, and there's Bound on that side of the ground now.
Oh, that was a head-high
tackle by Bound there. A bit of a... He tried one earlier in the game that missed. That one didn't. No, it's not 15. Or is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, umpire Nelson's called it back. Kennedy couldn't take the kick. It's taken by Kerrigan, or is it? No, it was Bettolotto. Drives the ball down. Taken by Clark.
Let's put it through.
No, it was Peter McNeice actually. Peter McNeice snapped the ball around as I was watching the Epping, the Northcote Park player who got that head-eye tackle. And that will take Northcote Park 4 goals 7. That'll be 31, trailing as Kennedy has to leave the ground. 4 goals 7, 31, trailing Epping 7-11, 53. And Peter McNeice's first goal, John.
Yes, it's been a long while coming, though I don't think he's been their worst player by a long shot.
Yeah. Kennedy's off the ground. Kennedy started off on the forward line, then played on the wing. Hasn't done a lot today, but they really need him on and firing. Dyson now having a run on the ball. I got told by Peter Floyd he wouldn't do that until the last quarter, but he's on the ball now, and out it comes to Apostola from Judd. Judd was a good handball. Goes down to Webster, who was out in front. Coming across the back is Spateri. Spateri pushes the ball forward. Hughes didn't really go in for it, and Maloney throws it off the ground along to where we've got Stewart going back. He gets around one player, goes two, yes, he calls play on now, and Stewart goes across as there was a free kick to use and kicks the ball straight across the face of the goal and goes through for a point. All clear, the umpire says. Umpire too busy running out here and no one really giving the goal umpire the all clear there. He doesn't give the decisions, the Northcote Park player. Okay, Spagnolio goes short out here. It's a very poor kick. And Northcote Park have to punch the ball. It falls on the ground at Bettolotto, but Marcello's too strong and takes the ball off him. It's up in the air for Hughes and Maloney. Maloney takes a good grab. No, he calls play on. If it's got to be over the shoulder, then if it wasn't Maloney's mark, he'd gone over the shoulder of Hughes, and Hughes of Epping should have got the free kick. Can't understand why he didn't get the mark, and can't understand why he didn't give the free kick away.
Yeah, got to get one of them.
Yeah. 4 and Morgan. 4 backs into the pack and hips the ball back lovely. It goes to, I'll think of his name in a minute, number 12, Pratt. Pratt kicks it down to the centre wing. Darville in there with the ball, gets pushed over the boundary line, and it's there for a throw in on the centre wing on the club outside, the Epping club outside. All the Epping supporters in front of their own stand here. Their boundary umpire heaves it in. 4 and Morgan again. 4 wins it, but it goes to no one in particular except now forced to Peter McNeice at the back of the pack, who drives the ball down to Clark. Clark, Bibby from behind, pushes the ball to the ground and does well. The Epping back line, really, if they're behind, are punching the ball straight to the ground.
Very lacklustre game, Alex, don't you think, for a preliminary final?
Castanuni went off with what looked like a crook ankle, and he hasn't reappeared, so players like him, they can't afford to lose. Peck and Van, no one wins it in particular until Bibby just taps it back over the line for another throw in this side.
Yes, Northcote Park are really struggling with injuries now.
Yes, they've only got one in the coach's box and he's an injured player. Over the top goes Dyson, but falls down to Van. Van punches it back to Dyson. Dyson beats Darville for the ball, taps it to Bibby. Bibby's kick is smothered by young Darville there. The ball's tapped on now by Epping. Epping's defenders in Callaway. Gets it out to Apostola. Apostola goes around, kicks the ball straight up in the air. Dyson was up well before acceptance. It comes down to Darville, who takes a dive, pushes the ball from the bottom of the pack. Epping plays in over the top of it, and as the ball goes to the boundary line, there's all little forearms and back arms going everywhere there, and it's over the boundary line for a throw in on it. Northcote Park's half forward line.
Well, I was wondering where the ball was going to finish up then. It's probably just as well went out of bounds.
Peck against Fan. Peck wins it down. Peter McNeice grabs it, screws it back to the goal square, but Clark's from behind, he should have marked. Now kick it off the ground, he should have. Now he gets back up, handballs it out over his head. He's got to kick it, Kerrigan, but he can't get it through, and it's there for 1 point.
Well, they just can't seem to have that little bit of luck going their way, does Northcote Park?
4 goals, 8-34, trailing Epping 7-12 at 54. Is that Trafford at fullback kicks the ball out, but in front there is number 20 of Northcote Park in Cotter, who's come off the bench to replace Kennedy. Kennedy's now back up. Ball's kicked right down to the teeth of the square. Peck from behind tries to punch the ball away from Van now, grabs it out of the air and screws it over his head. Will it travel the distance? Yes, it does.
I think it has.
And Peck's kicked a goal that takes him on to 5 goals, 8. Still trailing 5 goals, 8, 38 to 7-12, 54. Peck there and Van. I thought Van had first grab. Peck punched it Pecker grabbed the ball away from him and pushed it up in the air as Kennedy comes back on the ground at 9.5 minute mark and Darville leaves the ground. So they've got Cotter on who marked the ball out there on the centre wing, playing now on the centre wing. Kennedy coming back onto the forward line. Mabia in the centre with 4, Peter McNeice and Dennis McNeice against Judd, Apostola, Morgan and Marcello. It falls for Peter McNeice, he can't, grabs it. Danny Mabia takes it, kicks it out wide to Cotter, who's just been back on the ground now, takes his second mark. He's grabbed after he marked it. No, the umpire doesn't give the 15 metres. Cotter gets the ball, kicks it down to the half-forward line to Graham Ford. Graham Ford misses what he should have taken. Dennis McNeice is there to back him up, but can't hit the ball before it goes over the line and out of bounds. He would have been in the van running at the goals from there, but was unable to control the situation.
Well, he's one of the type of players Northcote Park need to lift.
Yeah, he hasn't played well in either finals game so far. 4 and Morgan. 4 takes the ball out the air, throws it over the top to where he has the running players. Bettelotto runs into the open goal and kicks straight across the goal. Is the umpire going to pay a free kick as he was put down after he kicked it? No, he's not. And that's 5 goals, 9-39, creeping 1 point closer, but still not playing well, Northcote Park. Apostola, of course, for the ball out here. And it gets kicked out here where Trafford and Peck will be against it. Peck in front, pushes, takes the mark. Umpire. No, he doesn't play it, comes to the ground. Rowan gets it and kicks it out. Cotter gets in now. He's grabbed the ball and dived straight to the ground. And too high tackle could have been paid against him, but umpire doesn't. Harford's too close to the goal. He maybe thinks it doesn't pay that free kick.
He might be umpiring in Essendon.
Umpire Harford puts it down. Marcello versus Pratt. The ball kicked out, the handball out by Epping, but intercepted by Pecker, kicks it at the goal square. We've got Clark in front. The ball's punched to the front of the pack. Kennedy comes across, grabs it up and screws it over. Just gets it over the head, and it could be a comeback by Northcote Park. They've now gone on to 6 goals, 9.
Well, they're certainly fighting it out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Full credit to them. They've lifted their game.
Kennedy's first goal, John?
Yes. 7-12 to 6-9.
7-12, 54, 6-9, 45. 9 points of difference. Northcote Park clawing their way back into this game. They don't seem to be doing much, but Epping not really running the ball like they did in the first game. I thought they'd be using the space of their good dry ground. 4 wins it out of the air. This time it goes to Marcello. Marcello kicks the ball straight up in the air. Morris is in front, takes the punch out of there. Apostola's first to recover for Epping, gets the ball and kicks it out wide. Now Morgan's got to run hard to get the ball. He does. He's tackled. Now he runs around. He's got his full measure. Has a bounce. He's doing it well. He's got the man in short. Why didn't he go to Dyson? This time he's gone to Webster. Webster has the ball punched away from him. It's back on the ground. They're all over the top of it. It's flicked out the back to Dyson. Dyson off the ground and puts it through for a point. Missed a lot of games, Dyson.
Good thinking there by Dyson. No, he couldn't pick up the ball, Alex, and he quickly kicked it off the ground. Unfortunately, went through the points.
I think Dyson would have normally grabbed that one if he'd had match fitness.
Yeah, but it was very quick thinking, wasn't it?
Quick thinking. Spagnolo takes the ball and kicks it out wide to Peter McNeice. Takes a magnificent mark.
Get that on the slow-mo.
7-13 to 6-9. Epping leading. They've taken the ball now, Northcote Park out to the centre wing. Can they get it out? It comes out to Cotter, who's had 3 touches now since he's come on the ground. He gets it inside to Pratt. Pratt with a short kick down to Dennis McNeice. Dennis McNeice running through the half-forward lines, played on. He's now got a handball inside to Bettelotto. Bettelotto takes the ball at centre half-forward and kicks a long goal, is it? No, it's hit the post. No, it's a point.
It's done everything but Patello.
Patello, is it?
Missed.
And there's the goal umpire. Waving for a point. They both kicked the point at 6-10, 46 playing Epping 7-13 with their lead on 55. Van back there. Van's just gone back to take a kick. Epping aren't worried. He'll play it centre half back. Kicks it out with a poor kick to Graham Ford, who takes a mark and held, but no free kick paid now. They get it out to Peter McNeice through Pratt. Peter McNeice turns around and rams it straight through the centre. 7 goals, 10 Northcote Park in there. Come back here. Peter McNeice's second goal, playing Epping 7-13. There was a poor kick out by Carliff there, just dropping back to fullback. He's not playing there. I don't know why Bibby wasn't back there. Maybe Bibby was out to have a run. Cowie being moved down to the back line. Epping have played Cowie most of the year.
Well, that's incredible, Alex, because 5 minutes ago we said Northcote Park have to lift, and all of a sudden they've lifted. Epping
gone very defensive here, have they? Or are they going to play a loose man? No, Van is coming down the ground. Van's been taken away from Kennedy. Yeah. Trafford? No, it's going in here.
Actually, it was funny, since Kennedy went off the ground, that's when they start to lift.
Yeah, well, they brought Cotter on. They've put Kennedy back on their forward line. No, Epping are going to play a loose man on their back line. Cowie's picked up Kennedy. Van's gone. He might go through to the forward line. He's just going to start from the back of the square at this stage. They need to run their ball, Epping. They're a good running side. This defensive stuff's not really their game. Morgan, Judd, Marcello and Apostola in the centre at the 15-minute mark against 4. Peter McNeice, Dennis McNeice and Danny Mabilla. Morgan wins it down to Judge. The ball comes out. It's kicked quickly into the forward line. Coming across is it McAllister, I think it was, and kicks the ball wide. High, wide and Hampson. It goes out of bounds on the full in front of the coach's box.
Well, they're making
no,
Epping
it was Whittick. It was Whittick. And the ball comes back in to where Day will have the free kick. Apostola short. Bowden, who's playing at centre half forwards, on his own at the moment. Van's come down. Peter McNeice has picked him up now. Day goes into the leading Dyson up, but at the back of the pack it was McAllister. He taps the ball forward and then Dyson does a head-high tackle on him, and there it is. It's a free kick. Paid after he got rid of it, so it's downfield. They must have gained all of 2 yards with that free kick. Taken by Whittick. Whittick kicks the ball into centre half forward. Peter McNeice has 3 hanging on to him, and they run away with the ball. It could be 15 metres. Still hasn't given it back, but the umpire hasn't paid it against Mooney.
Well, Peter
McNeice has lifted a little bit in this corner. Now in the centre of the ground. Decides to kick it long with a funny wobbly punt. It's only going to fall to Callaway, and Callaway takes the mark in the back pocket. That's Johnny Ditcham. The ball's kicked down to Marcello, and Marcello overruns it. Danny Mabilla comes in, gets the ball, screws it round his body down towards full forward, but Scotty Cowie, who's back there now, Epping worried, taking him off the ball. He's played well on the ball in the finals. And there it goes. It's kicked out now where Bound will come over the top and push Dennis McNeice. He was going for the... Now, what's he paying here? Bound didn't mark the ball. Oh, he has a word to umpire Harford, a nice way to talk to an umpire, and he gets paid the free kick. He was going for the ball. There was no in the back there. Dennis McNeice gets the ball, kicks it across to where we've got Clark out in front, and he takes a strong mark in front of Mooney. Mooney not playing without Van down there telling them to punch. They didn't do it that time.
Yes, Northcote Park coming right back into the game.
Van's now on the ball, actually rucking, and they've put Morgan into the forward pocket.
Turn me off.
Everyone turns you off, John. And Clark kicks a goal, and Northcote Park hit the front at 8 goals, 10, 58. 8 goals, 10, 58 as Clark kicks. How many goals has he got, John?
Second goal.
Clark kicks his second goal. 8 goals, 10, 58 to 7, 13, 55. And I didn't take the half-time. What were the half-time scores, John? Can you remember?
Yes, it was 7 goals, 59.
7 goals, 59.
7 goals, 9, 51, sorry.
Yep.
To 3 goals, 6, 24.
So Northcote Park have kicked 5 goals this quarter.
Correct.
And they know they've got the breeze. The ball gets put back down as Graham 4 wins another knock. It goes to Marcello. Marcello with a quick kick that goes nowhere. 4 goes up and punches it down. Lovely to his Kerrigan. Kerrigan's kick's a bit unlucky there. It goes and falls to Callaway at centre half forward. He stands there very close to the man on the mark, and there it goes. Kick. Oh, poor kick. Should have got into the wind. It's held up. It's punched to the bottom of the pack. Beale breaks clear, kicks down to the forward line, but in front is Scotty Cowie. Has the ball forced away to him by Kennedy. Now it hits the ground. Cowie sitting over the top of it. Tries to handball out to Day. Day will get a kick in here into the centre of the ground where Judge drops it, but it goes to Van, and Van dropped the ball. He did kick it in the end, but he dropped the ball. He doesn't argue, even though he got his foot to it. It was definitely dropping the ball. He realised what had happened. Dennis McNeice gets the ball, free kick. Now he kicks it out wide to the leading Peter McNeice. He'll take this ball. Oh, drops what he should have taken, Peter McNeice. Kerrigan's overrun, tries to get the ball out. They all go in on top of him, and it'll be a ball up by umpire Nelson. Northcote Park in front. They've fought back hard, and they've done it the hard way this quarter. Nothing flashy. Peter McNeice against Van. The ball's knocked to the ground. Who's coming out here with it? It was the Epping player in Mooney, was it? I think it'll kick the ball straight across the ground. There's a great run on here as Trafford comes out. He overruns the ball. Skinny Morris dives on it, tries to knock it back. Peck is still there. Now it was Bowden running there for it. He falls over at the critical time. The umpire says he was tripped. How was he tripped? I wasn't watching his feet, so we'll give the umpire the benefit of the doubt there. Trafford shepherds across the mark. The umpire doesn't pay the free kick against him. Now it's Bowden, kicks the ball down to the centre wing. Graham Four's in front. Bowden goes up over the top, can't get it. Hughes tries to get it. Apostola's there with a little short kick out to Bowden. Bowden has to get a handball onto Morris. Stewart pushes the ball straight over the boundary line as he was ridden into the ground, and umpire Harford doesn't pay either holding the ball or in the back, but takes the easy way out, lets the boundaries umpire throw it in. 4 against Van. Van pushes him straight in the back. Van was playing a great game on their back line, and why they're shifted I don't know, and I'm not the coach.
No, you're not.
4 kicks the ball down to half-forward line. Peck goes up. Over the top, everyone comes. Morris claims it.
Morris has marked
Morris
it.
didn't mark it. Everyone touched it, boys. Now Trafford comes out, gets it to Van.
Well, we just saw whether we
Van takes the ball, kicks it down to the half-forward line. They're all behind Hughes, and all the balls pushed down to Stewart. The Northcote Park player dropped it cold. Now Dyson's in there, taps it out. Can Hughes get to it? Spatiri's back there. He's overrun. He taps it out. This is Stewart coming out. He'll put Epping back in front with a goal. Marty Stewart kicks the goal, punches in the air, but he needs to do a lot more than that. 8 goals, 13, a 3-point lead to Epping. Northcote Park 8-10.
It's his second goal.
Marty Stewart's second goal. Epping back in front. That's their first goal for the quarter. They've kicked a few points.
We have a cliffhanger.
20.5-minute mark, and Northcote Park have fought their way back in, but it's only taken Epping to come forward there to take the lead back. A very good quarter by Northcote Park, and Epping still hanging in there well. Van and 4 in the ruck work here. Marcello, they've got their old brigade in there at the moment. Epping, Van wins it, but it goes straight to Trafford coming through. Wasn't meant for him. He's run his full measure and he kicks the ball down the half-forward line.
Full measure,
Spateri gets back for the ball, but he's beaten by Stewart. Is it Stewart? For pace. Someone with a helmet on there. Yes, it's Stewart. He runs back in one and goes bang, and he kicked his second goal, Marty Stewart. Using his pace, Epping kicking the ball long. The player out of the back line, Trafford, ran his full measure. Van with what looked like a poor hit out when it went to Northcote Park's way, but his player in Trafford at centre-half back now made up for him, and he's kicked the goal. Stewart back down on his hands and knees. Him and Dyson haven't played a lot of games the last part of this year.
Good play by Stewart then, though. He used his pace to effect.
Yeah, he's looks like he needs a bag of wind to centre-half forward at the moment. Okay.
Don't talk about you like that.
Back in the centre, as I said, the old brigade for Epping, Marcello, Judge, Van and Apostolo in there against 4. 4 wins it down, but he doesn't take it. Dennis McNeese. It was taken too easy off him by Marcello, and he kicks it down to the forward line. In front was Northcote Park. It was punched away from them. Morgan goes to have a quick snap over his shoulder, and the ball's going to swing back, and Maloney just gets his hands to it to knock it through for a point, to take him on to 9 goals, 14. 9 goals, 14. 9-15, is it? I'll wait till they change it. 9-14 on the scoreboard. Oh, I wish the man down there had stopped talking to us. 9-14 to 8-10, and Epping hold a 10-point lead. Marcello's been out of this game this quarter. Gets back into this now with a kick out of the centre. Now he's marked the kicking. He's going for the short pass to Van, but it was a silly kick. Van was under pressure all the way. 4 takes it away from him. She kicks out to leading McNeese. It'll bounce and beat him. And he's in the van now is Cowie. Scott Cowie should get this ball. He does. Turn round. He should go into the centre to where he's got Rowan. Rowan, he was off, but the umpire said, no, I'll give you a benefit of the doubt. Pratt standing the mark now. Rowan runs close to the man on the mark, kicks it high down the centre half forward. Bowden and 4 punches it away. Dyson gets the second grab. It's given out by Bowden to Apostola, and it's kicked down the forward line. There it goes all. Northcote Park through Spagnolo. Should go out to Dennis McNeese. Dennis McNeese got to get rid of it quickly now. Oh, it's a poor handball. Talk about set me up. Dyson did not go for the ball at all there. And the ball falls to Judge. Judge gets it and kicks it down to where Graham Fall will stand and punch. In front, Bowden came across. Hughes tries to grab the ball. Now it's Morgan. Morgan gets it inside to Bound. Bound's little kick goes nowhere at the moment, but Dyson with brilliant play. That's better. He grabs the ball, runs into the goal square, and Craig Dyson makes no mistake. He kicks his 3rd goal on Epping's 10th. And 10 goals, 14, 74. Epping lead. Northcote Park 8 goals, 10, 58 as they open up a 15, 16-point lead.
Why, that was magnificent play by Dyson.
We don't need the time. It's just good football by Epping at the moment. They've come back from being behind, playing good running football. Is what they should do, John, isn't it? When they kick the ball long and run.
Mr. Floyd, don't spit the dummy. Come on, Epping. They're playing very good football, Epping. Magnificent play there by Dyson as he buzzed around.
He's worried about the cameraman taking the job off him. 4 and Van. Van wins it. Down it goes. Skinny Morris gets the ball in the centre for Northcote Park, kicks it down to their half-forward line, but Cowie, it's been a good move. Him going back there, gets the ball over to Mooney. Mooney runs off with a bounce. Now Bettelotto better chase him. Another bounce. Bounce Shepherds. Is he too far behind? But Mooney gets it now. A little chip pass into... Oh, it's a poor chip pass. It really set up Apostola, and out of the back line come Northcote Park, and they drive the ball down to their forward line. It's punched down to where Scott Cowie takes the ball. Now he comes back across this side.
Running better now, Epping.
To a good running player who gets it to Judge. Judge gets it across to Callaway. Epping really running the ball. Poor bouncing by Callaway, but he's got Dave beside him saying what to do. It's a poor kick down to centre half forward. Webster comes out to try to take the ball. Kennedy gets it and kicks it down. He's pushed down after he kicks it. Goes out there to Kerrigan, but Marcello will take the ball away from him and kicks it straight across the ground at the boundary line, out of bounds on the full. The boundary umpire calls it, and it's got to be a free kick to Northcote Park. Kerrigan gets out there to take the ball. The umpire says it's Whittick.
Man in the blue gave that out.
Man in the blue. There's three of them over there, two men and a lady. As Kerrigan gets the ball and kicks it down to the half-forward line, Peck comes out, can't take it. The ball falls to the bottom where Bettolotto takes it and kicks it down to Beale in front of Callaway. It's punched away from him as time on started. Judge goes back all to Bibby. Bibby should go to Callaway. Callaway says have a bounce. Bibby's running at the boundary line instead of up the ground. Hasn't gained a lot of yardage. Now he straightens up and kicks it to the leading Bound. Bound leads into the ball, takes it, runs past one player. Now he's got to get the handball over to Apostola. That's better.
Who's picking him up?
Epping, when they run, look good and kicks the ball down to the leading Hughes. Hughes has to prop and cop and takes a good mark. Apostola runs past him, go inside. No, he doesn't. Now he's had Morgan, the forward line. Webster calling for a kick along the forward line, blocked up here. Who'll take the ball? Northcote Park in front. They push the ball to the ground. Over the top goes Stewart. And the umpire says, I'll have to ball it up. We're into time on here in the third quarter of the preliminary final. The ball 10 metres out. 15 metres out from the Epping goal. Epping leading 10-14, 74 to 8-10 and 58. Northcote Park have ran at them, but their run might have finished at this stage. Spiteri gets the ball down. It goes to Kennedy. Kennedy with a quick kick where Marcello will be in the ban out here. Cotter comes at him but can't take the ball. Marcello forcing the ball along to where he can get it out to Bound. Bound now on the other wing, runs all over the place. Gets it back to Marcello. Marcello with the ball from half-forward flank, kicks it to the front of the goal square. In front there is Morris. Drops what he should have taken, butters up and kicks the ball out of the air. Here they go. Who's going to be in here? Day takes a strong mark over Pratt. Play straight on with a quick kick to Webster, and Webster out in front. You can't beat a forward when he's in front like that and takes a good strong mark.
Magnificent pass.
Oh, it wasn't luck. It was good football. He's seen in there a great pass, Johnny Ditcham.
Yes, I reckon it was. It was, even though he didn't mean it.
Off the ground, off the ground.
Another goal.
Off the ground comes...
Webster kicks his third goal.
At the 27-minute mark, they've made a change there. They've brought young Bowden off, and Webster's kicked his third goal. 11 goals, 14. 80 to 8-10, 58.
Well, just as Northcote Park looked like they got back into the game and were going to cause Epping some trouble, they started running, and now they're looking good again.
Webster with 4 goals, John?
3 goals.
I've got him for 4.
Oh, well.
Is that for 3 or 4 goals, Pete? Oh, well, I've got him for kicking 4, so we'll see what the team sheet says at the end of the day. Knocked down by 4, but the little men of Northcote Park have gone out of the game since McNeese hasn't been... Oh, yes, Dyson gets the free kick against the Northcote Park. Craig Dyson in the centre of the ground now goes the long kick down to the forward line where he's got Stewart, but Stewart looks up and sees he's only got green jumpers all around him. Now he butters up off the ground, gets the ball, throws it out to Morgan. Morgan drops it. Graham Ford runs across the goal square and kicks it out wide to where he's got Cotter. Cotter will take a chest mark. Oh, he doesn't. He drops the ball. Bound goes into his back, though. And Bound with silly play there. He could have taken the ball, went into his back and gives him an easy free kick. Should go over the top to Kennedy, but he doesn't. Cotter's too slow. Takes the ball, kicks it long to where Peter McNeese from behind against Fan. Pushes him in the back, but the umpire says that's fair enough because he was going for the ball where before they paid it against him. Van still taking his time to get up off the ground. They come in for a free kick.
He's heard Van.
And kicks the ball backwards into the centre today, but this will give Epping run, and Epping look good when they run. He kicks the ball down to centre half forward. Graham Ford comes out, doesn't take the mark, but keeps the ball in front of him. Ooh, pushes the ball and whacks the Hughes at the same time. Morgan drops the ball. It gets paid around the neck.
Well, Epping seem to be getting the run of the freeze at the moment.
Oh, yeah, but they're really running the ball. More Webster on a great lead, drops the mark that he should have taken. Morris runs into him, Webster goes down. Morgan tries to come through. An umpire, yes, I'd pay that one. It was a head-eye tackle, and they come in. Stupid Judd comes in to demonstrate for no reason at all. They've got the free kick. It's a Premier League final. If you want to play next week, you let your side take the hits and you get up and you kick the goals. Who's going to take the ball?
Spoken by Alex Walker.
Oh, yeah, you win them, you wear them, and you kick goals. That's the way to answer those situations.
Have they been like that at Eltham, have they?
Fletcher makes a lead, but he totally ignores him.
That's really made you shut up, isn't it?
Morgan with a big torp, drops it down to the goal square. Graham Ford puts the hands up, can't mark it. Judd takes the ball. It's smothered off his boot. Spagnolio tries to kick it, but Judd butters up and has a second kick at it. Webster Goes across and the ball's knocked down. Who's this coming out with it? Looks like Pratt. Kicks, no, it's not, because Pratt's going to mark it in the centre of the ground. He can't. Marcello misses it. It goes to Bound. Bound with a handball into Morgan. Morgan stops and looks and then goes to the short kick to Hughes. And Epping really moving the ball well now. They didn't do it that well in the first half, but they've really whammed on some goals now. And Morgan will line up. Getting his...
I think you mean rammed, don't you? Not whammed?
Same thing. Got a good kick into Hughes, and Hughes now will line up from 35 metres out directly in front. We'll have no worries about it all kicking this goal at the 30-minute mark. Look at that. Oh, the wind drifted across. What a shame.
So I think he slipped at the last minute too.
Oh, I shouldn't be wearing those moulded socks. Screw-in stops, John.
Yeah.
And that puts him on to 11 goals, 15, 81, playing Northcote Park 8-10, 58. Spagnolo gets the ball and kicks it out to Pratt, who leads in front of Day. Day knocks the ball away from him. Maloney can't get the ball as Fletcher dives in McIntosh. They're all in on top. But I would have paid Maloney the free kick there against Day, but the umpire hasn't paid it. They're all in there pushing and shoving again. Morgan grabs a player and tosses him out. Apostolo's trying to get him to stop it. Morris is in there. What's umpire Hartford going to do? Umpires all in there now. The boundary umpire from the other side.
It was stupid. It didn't even need to start. Get the game going, umpires.
Bound, who's playing on the other wings over here, demonstrating. All players running in from everywhere. They should be back, as I said. It's just a Premier League final. You want to play next week. And sun's gone behind the cloud, Pete. That's why it's gotten very dark. Hold the picture.
One big cloud coming across the ground and starting to get cool too.
Umpire Hartford puts it down after that thing, and Morris goes up and punches the ball towards the boundary line. It's kicked. Oh, yes, I thought umpire Hartford would do that. There was no hold there. Oh, that should be.
Got another one.
The umpires watch that. Now, what are they going to do? Only give 15 metres.
It was stupid play by
Epping. Stupid play
by
by Stewart there. Could get himself reported for something as silly as that. Just a slap, but it's not on. Kennedy takes the ball, kicks it down the ground to where Peck's out of position. Trafford should have taken the mark and he didn't, but it's Epping battering up. Mooney running the ball lovely to Apostola. Apostola with a kick into the centre. Dyson comes in. Oh, slaps the head-eye tackle. Slaps the head-eye tackle. Morris comes in now. Morris will come in now. They're all in. Days come in. Oh.
Well, there should be a few reports out of this one.
Stupid play, eh?
Well, you could see something was going to happen from that last one, Alex. I think that
Earl has a bit of a... All the umpires are out there. Every player on the ground is there. Bounds now running back. Umpire Hartford's got his book out.
Well, I think that was quite unnecessary.
Morris has been reported. If there's only one player reported in this is ridiculous.
Well, he was only going in to stick up for his teammates, even though he'd... Now it's on again.
Morris is walking back on the ground.
Well, it's really got out of hand at the moment. Nobody seems to know what's going on as Morris has come back on the ground, which he shouldn't really be there. The Epping crowd wanting a count, and umpire Snelson finally realising that Morris is back on the ground and quickly telling him to get off. Hands going everywhere. Well, certainly the game has livened up now.
This will be a long third quarter. This umpires have got one player reported out of all of that, and player Morris.
I can't believe that actually.
Darville has come on to replace Morris, who's off, and also Whittaker, who's the one who copped the head-eye tackle, but Dyson, because of the square up, gets the free kick on the centre wing. The game about to restart. Dyson with a long kick from the centre of the ground, drives it down to full forward, where Van's in front of the pack that falls to the back. Cotter gets the ball, handballs it out, but Marcello takes it, and Epping will get a goal out of this. The ball goes right to the goal square, and that's a point. All clear. All screaming there for a free kick, but at 35 minutes into the third quarter, as there's a short kick out there. Epping with a handy lead now, 11-16 to 8-10. Kick the ball out Northcote Park to the centre wing, but it'll beat Graham for as the siren goes for three-quarter time. Then what was a good quarter for Northcote Park to start off with, but Epping steadied and got their running game going and kicked 4 goals late in that quarter to open up a handy lead at three-quarter time. 11 goals, 16. No one's going to help me. 82 to 8 goals, 10, 58 at three-quarter time as we break for a drink.
I can't believe it.
Ball in the about to start the last umpire half at about to start the last quarter of this Premier League final, with the winner having the right to play West Preston to see who'll go in first division.
Well, it certainly was a...
Northcote Park really fought back in that third quarter to get back in front.
Literally.
As umpire Harford, the siren's gone to put the ball down. He's waiting a long time there, getting himself all set as he bounces it down, and up they go. It's 4 against Fan. 4 wins it, but Epping, it goes Epping's way. They punch it on. Maloney should have grabbed it. Now he does. Runs back into Fletcher, drops the ball. Miller. Oh, Hughes gets a free kick against Mabia because Mabia ducked his head. He gets the ball out here to Kerrigan, who takes it to standard mark and bounds there.
Well, I'm just wondering whether Northcote can come back after that.
Yeah, oh. The ball's kicked down now to where Dennis McNeice is in front, and Cowie comes over the top. They've made a few moves, Epping, in that third quarter to get themselves settled. They put Cowie back into their back line because Northcote Park was scoring too easy, and Cowie's really tightened them up. And he's on Castanini, who had been most of the game off injured. 4 gets a tap down. It goes across, but Judge in the centre gets the ball. And a high tackle paid downfield by Harford, picked that one up. Day takes the ball and kicks out to Bound. Bound doesn't take the mark, but Hughes does get it and gets it out to Apostola. Doesn't bounce good for him, but he batters up now and gets the ball as Hughes puts Mabia down and goes into Bound. Bound gets the ball, kicks it down to full forward, but in front was Spagnolo, who takes the ball and pushes it down. Spagnolo has got to play 2-on-1 now. Morgan comes in to help him. Backs over the top of the ball. They take the ball. Peter McNeice gets it. The game's at sort of a standstill. No one really doing much, waiting for something to happen. It's kicked out to Beale. Beale's going to be all down goes Day. There's no free kick paid. Beale's tripped. There's still no... Oh, yes, they finally picked that one. On they play now. Epping, Northcote Park goes through their half-forward line. The ball's kicked down to where Kennedy... No, they won't pay the marks today. The ball's pushed forward by Northcote Park, where it's kicked off the ground, and now they pay a Tiggy-touch charity free kick.
Well, that evens it up.
Yeah, I thought they should have paid the mark. This is Dennis McNeice. Came to the game a bit in the third quarter, but hasn't really played to his full potential. Dennis McNeice from 40 metres out should be able to kick this goal. The wind won't help him, but so he's going to aim right across the face of the goals and let the wind drift it back in for him. McNeice goes, he drives right to the tip of the goal square. Bound goes up from behind and takes a lovely grab. The wingman runs all over the place, this guy. He's a big jump. Now he sees Judd out here, goes to Cowie or Mabia. Mabia, he was going for Judd, but Mabia fell over and gave Cowie the chance. Cowie inside to Judd. Judge will get shepherded by Apostola. No, he doesn't. And he goes on to Van. The old Carliff runs on there. Peter McNeice comes across to stop him off and Hughes drop back to take a mark. Oh, it wasn't a real good effort by Hughes. And the ball will beat him and go over the line now to bounds. No, the boundary umpire has to... How can he see that, says the Epping crowd? The boundary umpire could have seen that because he was up as high as me, probably. Because the only way he could have picked it up would not have had a clue.
I think the players are entitled to...
It was well out. It was well out. And the boundary umpire's actually paid the right decision without looking. Graham Ford wins the tap, goes to Peter McNeice. He grabbed it. Spiteri can't take the ball. Dyson now comes out and will screw this ball round for a goal. No, it doesn't carry far enough. Webbs has the ball punched away from him, through for a point for the first score in the last quarter. 11 goals, 17, 83, playing 8 goals, 10, 58. Northcote Park trailing Epping at this stage of the last quarter of the Premier League final. Epping looking like they're going into the grand final. Maloney puts one hand up, should put up Shane, and drops the ball. And now it is Fletcher coming back. The boundary umpire's closer this time, and no one complains about him saying out of bounds at the 3.5 minute mark.
Well, I thought that was a very good decision by the boundary, even though he was a mile away.
And out of the super box of Epping works beautifully with the big hamburger. Fletcher got a free kick instead of being paid
Shout, Pete.
out of bounds. So Fletcher from the half-forward flank goes for a little short pass into Judge. No one. There was Apostola, Judge, Hughes and Morgan standing there with all around only 3 Northcote Park players, so they didn't have anyone much to cover them. Not picking up their men, which has happened all day. Judge will put this through from there. There is no worries about that. And this could be the nail in the coffin of Northcote Park for this season. He goes up. Oh, doesn't he? Kicks straight across the goals for another point.
You wrap him up and that's what he does.
11 goals, 18. 11 goals, 18. That's 84, playing 8-10. 58. What's that? What sort of lead's that, John? 22, 26 points.
It's around about.
26-point lead. Spagnolio brings the ball in, straight down the centre. Northcote Parker in front, but the ball goes to the back of the pack. Beale misses it, but Peter McNeice now picks it up and kicks it out wide to Bettelotto. Bettelotto waiting for the ball, now runs onto it and will it beat him out of bounds. He taps it back inside to Darville. Darville gets the ball, will he go inside to 4? 4's under some pressure here, pushes the ball along in front of him. Van grabbed him and tried to make out that he didn't. So Beale runs on, kicks the ball across to the face of goal. The umpire called play on, it was all right. And Cowie, who's been rock solid in defence, gets a little big handball over to Apostola. Apostola goes out to Bound. Bound will sit and cop this one, and he takes a mark. He'll go inside to Apostola running. No, he doesn't. Shows him the ball. Silly play. He should have got on with it. Now Cowie goes over the top. He took all day to do it, Bound. Now he goes down to Dyson. Dyson from in front takes a great mark. Great play by Dyson. 15 metres. I don't know what that was for. The umpire's very, very worried about something happening. Webster on a lead, but Dyson will have a ping from there. He's a beautiful kick of a ball. Walks up. He's a lovely little blue bike shorts under his white shorts. I wonder if that's out of uniform with 2-tone shorts. Up they go with a big torp by Dyson. The ball swings right across the face of goal. Up they all go, and Marty Stewart claims the ball. Well, he either got to pay the man in. What's he going to do? He can't pay Stewart. Beck was in front, so he's going to say it was held by both of us. Now down goes Hughes while the runner talks to Cotter, who's supposed to be minding Hughes. He goes to pick up a stolen. Hughes has gone in the forward pocket on his own, so the ball's tapped over the line and out of bounds. Really having trouble, Northcote Park, knowing who to mind. Damn it, Danny Mabia can't find a man. There he is. Down there, the ball's tossed in. Graham 4 against Morgan. Morgan, no one really gets it. Dyson gets it out to Stewart. Stewart goes across the goals and he'll go ping. It's high, wide and straight over the top of the post. And there it is through for another point. To 11 goals, 19. That must be 85, John, to 8-10, 58. The reverse numbers.
Yes, they've had a lot of shots, Epping.
And out it's kicked. Into the back and 15 metres. Thank you very much. He takes the mark, Spiteri, and gets the 15 metres against Fan. He was always going to get the mark, so I don't know why he jumped into it. Kicks the ball down to Darville, and Darville diving takes a mark. Should have went over the top, but it's too late. Beale's run on. Now it's caught in the centre to Kerrigan. Kerrigan should go on, son, and see if you can get some run into Northcote Park. He goes, he kicks the ball along. Bibby's got the drop here on his cow. He goes over the top of Clark and punches the ball down. They kick the ball wide in a clearing spell. Cotter's outnumbered 3-1 here. He's got to beat. He's topped the ball away from Bound. Now he's got Apostola. He's over the top of Apostola. Now they're all over the top of Cotter, and Cotter grabs Bound, and Bound rolls out with the ball. He did well there. He was outnumbered 3-1.
Well done by Cotter then.
And he did well. Now he stops the umpire from bouncing it by tying his lace up to try to help his teammates get in there. Stand up or he'll bounce it on your head. In comes 4. And 4 will go for this knockout with Mooney. No one really wins it. Comes to Cotter. Now it falls out to where Kerrigan comes out and gets the ball and screws it back into the forward line. It's punched away, and flicked over the back there by Epping's defenders. And I'll pick her up. That was Rowan. And I've probably missed him a few times in the call. Not quite sure of Rowan. And Rowan defensively knocked the ball out of bounds. Boundary throw in deep in the Northcote Park forward line. They need a goal to get back in the line. Tapped down by 4, and they screw the ball at the goal square, and it goes out of bounds right beside the point post for another one. Stewart cramping. Epping playing Stewart and Dyson today. They're not match fitness, and Stewart cramping at the moment. The trainers are out to him. He's at the half forward line at the other end of the ground. The cemetery end of the road, and in comes the ball. Tossed in. 4 and Van. No one really gets it. Goes to the back of the pack. Now it's down to Cowie. Cowie turns around and kicks it towards the boundary line. It'll beat Cotter over the line. Oh, he was very, very slow, and so was Apostola to get to it. And it's for another boundary throw-in. Northcote Park lost a bit of system after that, just before the big fight there in the third quarter, and really haven't got their running game going. Epping steadied, got their goals on the board late in the third quarter, and got good control of this game. Tapped down by 4 to the front of the pack where Bettelotto gets it and kicks it straight up to the goal square. In front is Clark. It's punched away from him. It falls for Pratt screws this ball around. Will it come around enough? No, it won't. It's through for a point. And they go on to 8 goals, 11, 59, trailing Epping, who... And...
That was unbelievable.
Geez, I'd love to see a replay of that.
I would too, because I thought the goal umpire was in the points.
It was a goal. I'm sorry, I call them as they're 9 goals,
Well,
10.
certainly tricked us, that one.
64, trailing by 21 points as
Pratt kicked that one, didn't
Pratt
he?
kicked that one. Oh, that's unbelievable. I must have very bad eyesight.
Well, that's 2 of us.
And there's no comment from down beneath. And that's Pratt's first goal, is it, John?
Yes. Oh, well.
The ball's back in the centre. It's been bounced. Here comes G'day. G'day gets the ball and handballs across to Judge. Judge will come outside the bound. No, he decides to use his experience. Kick the ball long and quick into the forward line to give Webster a chance. Webster in front. The ball's punched down from him. Stewart does the roving. Kicks the ball off the ground instead of grabbing it away from goal. It goes over towards the boundary line. Will it won't? Oh, he grabs the player too high around the neck and drags him over the line. But umpire Harford says no. It's a boundary throw in.
The Epping player hasn't moved much yet.
He's waved. He's thrown the towel and he says it's time to come off. He's waved the other guy and he's hurt himself as he's gone into the fence. Northcote Park in the meantime go down the ground. It's a high tackle to Maloney. No free kick paid as they play straight on. Goes down to Darville. Stewart's still off calling for Adams to come on. Northcote Park. Clark gets it out to McNeice. McNeice running at the open goals. Can he put it through? McNeice has. And that's another goal. And they go on to 10 goals, 10-70. Trailing Epping 11 goals, 19-83. 13 points. Dennis McNeice's first goal.
Yes, Dennis McNeice been very quiet.
Stewart rolled himself in the fence there before when he did that high tackle as they went over the top of the player. And he's whacked himself in the nose. I hope he hasn't broken it.
He doesn't look too good at the moment, does he?
How many minutes into this quarter? John, we've gone 10.5. It's good to have a Seco watch up here with us.
It is, isn't it? 11-19 to 10-10. Well, they're coming back, Northcote Park.
Oh, yes, but I think they'll struggle. Epping has still got a lot in reserve. They've lost Stewart. They've replaced him with Adams. Adams had a sore ankle before. Down goes the ball. Marshallo in the centre there. No, it goes to Fletcher. Fletcher's kick is smothered. Now it falls to Dyson. Dyson showing his strength. Gets the ball to Day. Day punches it straight on. Now can Kennedy get it? Kennedy gets it as Beals drop behind the play. The ball goes down to the half-forward line. Oh, Northcote Park were running onto it, but they spilled it. Now they get up. Pratt and he handballs forward to Bettolotto. Bettolotto with the ball in front of him. Can't take it now. He grabs it and pushes the ball down to where Dennis McNeice takes a mark deep in the forward pocket, way out in the boundary line.
Well,
It'll be a hard shot from there. Oh, it'll be a hard shot to kick it from there. He struggled from there. He's kicking into the teeth of the wind. I think he's a right footer too, so he'd be on the wrong side for a right footer. He's going to try a banana, is he?
Well, I reckon he'll kick it.
He ties a banana and he brings the ball back, and it's we won't call this goal umpire at the moment. He gives it as a point. So 10 goals, 11-71, trailing Northcote Park 11-19, 83. Am I?
Unbelievable. Just shows you what it's like when you haven't got competition.
Down they come here to kick the ball out. He goes straight down the centre, Scotty Cowie. Now at full back.
Beautiful kick.
Kicks the ball down to where Morgan goes up and taps it to the back of the pack. Judd didn't take it. He ran over the top of the Northcote Park player. No free kick paid as Judd goes down the ground. Kicks it to where Hughes is in the band, but Mabia stops him and they both race for the ball. Hughes with superior pace runs at the boundary line and runs the ball over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Deep in Epping's forward line now. Epping in control of this game, and I think they'll run out easy winners in the end, but that's still a long way to go. 4 with a tap down, but Apostola gets it. He's caught, has to have a quick kick. Peck takes the ball, playing it in half back. Silly Amball gets it on quickly to 4. 4 gets it to Marshallo, then forces his strength to come through. No one really wanted to stop him there as he came through. Bound with the ball, goes to Peter McNeice, holds the ball. No, he spins out of it, lovely, but can't get his kick in. He's also jarred his knee as he kicked that ball. Jarred his knee, Jamie Bound, and he gritting his teeth and says, I'm coming off the ground. I'm not going to tell anyone I'm sore.
Yes, this could be one of Epping's problems.
Have a look. He's grabbing his leg again as he drifts off the ball. 4 wins the tap to the back of the pack. It goes to Kerrigan. It turns back into play. Now he gets out to Peter McNeice. Peter McNeice with a head-high tackle against Trafford, and McNeice will get the free kick on the half-forward on the centre line. He's over the mark, the player. Yeah, give him 15. No, telling him the player's over the mark, but he's telling the other player to go back behind the mark.
What do you got? Sound like Skippy?
Oh, there goes the Suico clock off again. The talking clock telling us 13:24 into the last quarter of this preliminary final. Epping in control, wanting to play West Preston for the right to go into First Division next year. Peter McNeese gets the ball and kicks it. It's a poor kick. Oh, bound missed the mark, and now it goes to the back of the pack. Scotty Cowie comes straight through and taps it straight over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
Well, that was certainly a winning move, putting Cowie down onto the back line. He hasn't missed a trick since he's gone down there.
Yeah, have a look. Dyson's down at centre forward, and 4 Northcote Park players are back there, but no one wants to pick him up. Graham Four still battling hard for his side, forces the ball forward and gains another 10 yards. Kennedy's dropped back to pick him up as Peter McNeese moves up the ground.
It's been a very disappointing Northcote Park today, Alex, except for that one little burst before that all-winner.
Yeah, but there's still only just over 2 kicks out of this game. Bettelotto takes the ball, his kick smothered. Marcello gets in there, dribbles the ball at the boundary line. Fletcher struggling to pick it up and can't do so before it goes out. You know, like Epping have played only patchwork football too. In the first half they didn't run. They ran the ball well in the third quarter and looked good at that stage. They need to be a running side, Epping. They're very good in the run. Northcote Park take it with Pratt. Oh, down goes Judd with the tackle, and over the top of him they go. An umpire is saying that wasn't a head or in the back against Pratt at all. That was just you were laying on the ball. Oh, come on, umpire. I know we're on the right side of the pack that time.
Umpire Hartford once again.
Down goes the ball. 4 and Morgan. 4 wins it, gets it to McNeese. McNeese kicks it down and deep into the forward pocket, but it's over the line and out of bounds in the full. Scotty Cowie takes the ball. You can't do that, Scott. Showing a turn of pace there, but has to go back behind the man on the mark. I don't know what he thought he was doing.
He was just having to run down the ground and get fit. Been a very good player for Epping today, Scott Cowie.
Yeah, he's played very, very well in that back line.
Played a good game last game too, actually.
Kicks the ball down to the half forward as a centre line, and Morgan goes up toward 2, grabs umpire, says no, you can hold it long enough. And down it goes to Marcello. Marcello taps the ball through the centre. Little Beale takes the ball. It's held when he hasn't got it. The umpire says play on. Day and Kerrigan are in there. The ball's still getting forced across the ground. They're going over. Marcello finally picks it up and gets a kick. Kicks it out to where? Who's going to run it? This one. Adams is there and Kennedy's there. Kennedy punches it back Northcote Park's way where Craig Dyson will be first out there. He'll beat Darville to the ball. He does. Now he goes around him. Lovely as he runs on, gets it to his left foot and kicks it down to the half-forward line, and the ball will beat all the players there as it goes out of bounds. Deep on the half-forward line, Epping, as they're into attack. The dead side of the ground, John.
Yes, it sure is.
Players look as though they're all going just through the motions at the moment.
Right over there near the tennis club.
The boundary umpire brings it back in. 4 and Adams. 4 wins it again. He's rucked well when he's been on the ball. Down to Northcote Park as it's Spiteri comes out of the back line and kicks it down to the centre wing where Darville will go up there with Callaway. It's knocked to the ground. Peter McNeese can't grab it. G'day knocks it straight out of bounds for a throw in front of the coaching box over on the far side of the ground.
Yeah, Northcote Park looking a very disappointed side at the moment.
Yeah, game's very flat. 4 and Adams. 4 wins it down at the back. Now he darters up and gets his own one. Goes backwards to Spiteri. Spiteri will walk around Morgan and kick the ball back into the centre of the ground. There's 3 Northcote Park players here, and Cotter jumps in and takes the mark. Cotter on the centre wing. Now he has a little quick kick out to Peter McNeese. Peter McNeese has Trafford coming on him. He goes over the top to Pratt. Pratt running through the centre wing, kicks the ball into straight into Apostola. He hasn't got a green jumper on.
He seems to be on his own, Apostola. It's amazing. Nobody.
Yeah, that was Northcote Park that passed the ball to him.
I know. They think he's on their side.
Goes down to Van. Van in front has the ball punched away from him. At the back, Peter McNeese takes the crumbs. Now he looks out wide to where he's got Kennedy and Trafford. Kennedy goes up, falls down as he comes to the ground. Buttering up there is Mooney. Mooney short into the centre to Marcello. Marcello will turn and go on. Run through the centre. Have a bounce. No, he doesn't. Goes to the leading Webster. Spagnolio behind him. Punches the ball down. Hughes throws it across to Morgan. And Mabilla takes the ball. Kicks it out wide to Peter McNeese. And McNeese, struggling to get to the ball before it reaches the boundary line. Now he does. I'll have a little slow walk here. 1 bounce and kick down to where I've got on the wing there. Pratt in front was Graham Four. Grabs the Epping player who's got the ball and they get it out. Now Darville gets the ball, gets it out wide, comes back to Peter Graham Four. Four grabs the ball, throws it up to Beale. Beale with a little quick kick over the top. Goes to no one in particular. Who's going to run onto this first? Mooney's got the ball in front of him. Running back should go to Trafford. No, he doesn't. Now he comes across the bound. Bound's been on his own all day wherever he runs. No one runs with him. Gets the ball and kicks it out to where he has the leading Fletcher and Maloney coming in. Fletcher pushes off him lovely with his pace. Now it's youth against age and Cowie comes in to help him. Cowie like a bulldozer charges through the half-forward line. Gets it over to Hughes. Hughes running into an open goal and goes slam, bam. Thank you very much, ma'am. That's a goal to Hughes. Good work by Scotty Cowie all the way from the back pocket.
Magnificent play.
Clark goes back on his own, the other end of the ground. Cowie's got to go back to pick him up. Magnificent play there, and they go on to 12 goals, 19, and that's the last thing that they wanted to be seen. And as Hughes kicks his, how many goals has Hughes got? I can't even run him on the list.
Never can I. I was just looking.
Must be his first goal, Hughes. Great work by Scotty Cowie. Mooney using the ball to bound kicking down to Fletcher. He missed the ball. Cowie had run out of the back line and forced the ball down to where he got it to Hughes, and Hughes ran on it. It's 12 goals, 19. That must be 91, leading 10-10 or 10-11. 10-11, 71. The 19-minute mark of the preliminary final. And
there he is again.
Scotty Cowie playing a great game in defence. Should have been there all year. They ruck-roved him for most of the year, and I would have had him there. He's a great defender. Finds Dyson in the centre. Right into the centre, and Dyson will run straight on, and he'll put a torpedo straight down the ground. The Epping crowd coming alive. Webster in front, has the ball knocked down by Spagnolio away from him. Now he goes back in and butters up Webster. Throws it over his head. Mabia drops the ball
he
cold.
dropped the ball.
And Morgan kicks it off the ground, out of bounds on the full. The Epping crowd reckon if they kicks a goal now. Graham Bucks walks past his metre line to the boundary line to send out the runner to say to do this, to do that. The winning move's been Van onto the ball and Cowie back into the back line. Out that comes to Peck, and Peck had to go off the ball when Van took over, and he'd been winning to that stage. Now a short, shocking kick. There's a Joel McAllister.
Well, it's not the Richard McAllister you'd like to see the way he normally plays, and that was very poor. And that's been it. Northcote Park's play all day.
Yeah. Peck against Van. Van holding the front position. Four drops in front of him. Gets the ball to the ground. Four stride hard all day.
Nobody coming to him.
No one coming to him. I don't know why. And he gets the ball across now to Pratt. Pratt goes through the centre of the ground. Oh, Darville wasn't quick enough. Callaway says, how far can I run in? And he's pushed down.
Should have been down the ground.
Should have been down the ground. Oh. And the team manager yells, we fought him from there. As Dyson just goes up and says, well, there was no real damage done. The ball goes down the ground now to Morgan, and Morgan will line up, and if they haven't already got the game sealed up, sewn up now, he'll sew it up with this kick as they're 21 points in front.
I thought Dyson was going to go down and have a word with McNeese, but he didn't bother.
Didn't worry. He knows he wants to play next week. Now he can't risk anything. That's a goal there by Morgan, and Morgan kicks a goal, and on they go. It's his first goal. And they go on now, and they'll be in the game next week. 13 goals and 19. 97, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Seco Clock.
To 10-11, 71, and the talking clock will tell us it's 21 minutes into the final quarter, the preliminary final.
And people starting to leave.
The Epping crowd starting to sing the theme song, Here We Go, into the grand final. They got West Preston next week.
Yes, it'll be a different kettle of fish against West Preston.
2.26s this time. Adams gets it to Dyson, and Dyson, who they've saved to make sure he was right for this game, kicks the ball to full forwards. Pateri gets back there, runs out of the back line, gets his kick smothered by Judd. Judd gets the ball, makes it go to Hughes. Hughes ducks his head and caught around the neck. And now Hughes and the Epping crowd say the umpires are great. Look at this. They were abusing him a little bit earlier. Now they reckon they're the greatest thing. The runner's still on the ground for Epping, not knowing where to go.
Umpire Snelson hasn't done a bad job at all today.
No, they've been heady umpires. Umpire Snelson playing that for too high, and Hughes will line up, and this will be second goal for the quarter, no worries, and this will be another nail in the Northcote Park coffin. Look at that. The crowd in front of us punch the air. He does too, and on they go.
And his second goal.
Graham Bucks can take a lot of credit for this. In the third quarter, I thought he took Van away from centre half back to get some drive out of the centre and put Cowie down there. He didn't lose it in his back line because Cowie took over down there from where Van had left off, and Van has really driven him out of the centre. Now Van's having a rest at centre half forward while they're giving Adams a bit of a run on the ball.
Yeah, and Carey went right down to the centre half forward to congratulate the players then.
Yeah,
it shows you how enthusiastic he is.
A great team player, Cowie. He's got good strength and always supports his teammates.
Sure does.
Using... no, there won't be any at all. Down goes the
Not
ball.
now.
And Four will win this again. He's won all their outs in the last quarter since Van's been off the ball. And the ball goes to Northcote Park's Beale with a long kick down to centre half forward. It goes over the back. We're running off the back of the pack as Whittick kicks the ball down. And it's wide and handsome. Out of bounds on the full, according to the goal umpire. Down at the cemetery end of the ground. Our sponsors, Paddy Pies and Coca-Cola, and our Seco Talking Watch down there telling us...
And also sponsored by Goodyear.
No, we're not. Epping.
Well, Epping football ground.
Down go here. The ball kicked out where Beck and Van are up and Bound, who jumps up high. Oh, there's a bit of a trip there. Yes, I was going to say, umpire should have picked it up a bit earlier than that. And there's a trip paid there to Northcote Park on their half-forward line. Trainers running on the ground, players moving all around the place. Down comes Clark with Bibby behind him. The ball's punched away by Bibby. It falls. Out it comes to Callaway. Callaway kicks it straight down the centre. What's going on here? Umpire Snelson puts his hand up and pays a free kick to Darville, who was grabbed too high in a shepherd, I would say, because it couldn't have been done by Callaway. He was breaking down the ground.
Yes, well, we were so busy watching the ball we didn't see actually what happened then, did we?
At the 24-minute mark, the Talking Tuco watch tells us Darville will line up for a goal, and Northcote Park need a bag full of these really quick. If they can get 3 or 4, they might be back into it. But Epping have really got themselves into the grand final and would like to just coast down in this last 5 minutes. Darville hangs the ball up right into the tooth. Oh, a lovely kick into the little bit of a breeze, and he kicks his goal. And that will take Northcote Park on to 11 goals, 11 is 77, trailing by 20 points is it Kent down there. 14, 19, 103, 26 points behind. So as I said, they need a bag full of goals, about 4 quick ones, and they still be trailing by a couple of points. Dyson now off the ball. He's got better as the game's ran on. John Craig Dyson has. I thought he might have cramped or something, but he hasn't had to go off the ground. And
no, he's done pretty well considering.
Those bike shorts must do you wonders. So next week we'll see Epping and West Preston playing as Northcote Park bow out of the 1990 final series. Graham, 4 and Adams. Who's going to win this one? 4 wins again. Goes to no one in particular. Judd gets the ball. Flicks it over his head to Apostola. Apostola can't take it. Bound ends up getting it. Should go out wide to Trafford. But he goes inside to Judd. Judd going straight down the ground with a long kick. And it's on in the centre of the ground now again. The ball bounces in the goal square. Where am I going to watch? Hughes gets it, throws it out through his legs. It's a goal to Epping, I think. What's Scott calling? Epping have kicked the goal as Webster off the ground. I'll pay that one too. I was looking between 2 lots, and Peter McNeice is leaving the ground as he's been reported for a thing against Apostola. Apostola says something as he goes this way, and McNeice leaves the ground in this last quarter as Webster kicked his eye, got him down for 5 goals now. Epping's our talking clocks on high. Epping going to 15 goals, 19, 109.
4 goals,
Park.
Webster.
No, he's kicked 5.
He's kicked 4.
11. The outer scoreboard boy hasn't changed the score on me. 11-11, 77. And in come. Oh, yeah, very cool. Graham 4 gets the ball back down, but Judd steals it and drives it down forward to where Webster really takes a courageous mark. Maloney clears the ball to the boundary line with a big handball, and it'll beat them all and go over as the police helicopter comes into the Epping ground for a good look at the football.
We did have him here one other year for an accident, didn't we?
And up goes the ball, it's thrown in. Morgan gets this one, but Maloney pitches it off the ground and he kicks the ball high wide and amps into the centre wing, and down it comes to Adams, taking a strong mark. Marty Stewart going, is he getting warmed up to go on again, is he? Stewart.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And the helicopter making noise so we can hardly, as Craig Dyson comes off the ground. He played a great game, Craigie Dyson, today. Comeback game. The ball's kicked down to where Webster has the ball punched away from him. Beals grabbed around the neck. The umpire calls play on. And down it goes into the centre of the ground. Marcello's grabbed what he doesn't have. Callaway forces his way through. The ball falls, goes to Morgan. Morgan goes back and kicks it long into the goal square, and it's another goal as Epping steamroll their way into the grand final. They go into 16 goals, 19, 115 to 11 goals, 11, 71, and there's also 77 at the 2.5 minute mark. Bowden gets warmed up to come on.
Morgan's kicked his 2nd goal.
How many minutes into time on? 2.5 minutes into time on, as they're calling players off the ground to give him young Bowden another run as Carla Fan comes limp off the ground to rest his wonky old knees. The police helicopter having a good view at the last few minutes of this game.
Well, can't have nothing else to do.
Down they go, the ball in the centre. Dennis McNeice runs over the top to Darville. Darville gets the ball back to McNeice. He's just play as you can. He passes the ball to Clark. And the game cooling, winding right down nice and slow. Bettelotto limping in the goal square. Northcote Park down to only 18 men. They've got a couple of injured men on the ground as well. He lines up Clark. Going for a goal. He kicks the ball long into the goal square. Scotty Cowie will mark this. Oh, Bowden goes straight over the top and spoils his own teammate, and Cowie, and the ball comes out by Trafford to Apostola. Goes to the centre. Kerrigan goes round. Gets the ball on to Pratt. Pratt dummies one. Dale gets past Judge. Caught again. Back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan looks inside. Goes to Dennis McNeice, who takes a mark on his on one hand, falling back. Now he goes across to whom? Looks like over there. I've got to pick him up when he turns around. He won't turn around this way. The cameraman trying hard to get the number, but if he doesn't turn around... Oh, I'd say it's Whittick. Whittick will call it. The 29-minute mark, lines up and kicks a goal. No, it doesn't. Scotty Cowie. Oh, Trafford nearly spoiled him. He's been spoilt once, Cowie, in that last line. Now he doesn't this time. Played a great game, Cowie. Very strong defender. Kicks the ball out wide to Van. Van gets... not Van, it's Judd. I've got him on the brain, Forty will tell you. Judd takes the mark on the half-back line. Judd now kicks the ball along to the centre wing to Apostola. Apostola just looked at the ball and let Connor go at unopposed. Apostola expecting Morgan to come in a little bit quicker to take the ball. 29.5 minutes gone. The game just about over. Up it goes to half-forward line for Northcote Park. It falls to the ground. Epping go down after it. In goes Callaway, gets it to Trafford. Trafford turns around and kicks it back to the centre line. And Graham Ford will mark it. Oh, Morgan had a big swing at the ball and missed. And Ford passes into Pratt. And on it goes, but Trafford gets the ball. And it's going to be kicked down to Morgan, who calls for it, but he doesn't. He goes across into the centre of the ground where Stewart. Peck comes in. Stewart will run off the back of the pack. Bowden gets it under 4. 4 goes into Clark. Clark running through the centre. You can have a bounce if you want to do something because you're well shepherded. Kicks it to Darville, and Darville takes one grab, can't get back to the second grab. This is Rowan, gets the ball. Marcello calls for it. It's going to land in the centre where Morgan gets in front of Adams and takes a mark on his chest. Morgan right in the centre of the ground, unopposed at the 30-minute mark, plus in the last quarter. Down comes Webster. The ball bounces off his knees as he punches it back. Through comes Spiteri. Spiteri's out and clears with a wonky little kick. Goes out wide, and Northcote Park player playing for time lets the ball go over the line and out of bounds. And there's the siren. The siren, it's all over. And the run's gone out of all the sides. And there they are, Epping into the grand final. Umpires get together. Epping winning at 16-19 to 11-11 after the preliminary final. And they've played a great game. Craig Dyson coming back from injuries, done well. Carla Fan played well. Cowie did a great job for him. And at the other end of the ground, they had Webster kicking goals. Northcote Park put everything into it in the second half, especially in the third quarter, got themselves back in the game, but ran out of legs in the end after a very heavy game last week. And they leave the ground a dejected side, knowing that probably the conditions last week didn't suit them and really tired them out. And it's good to see all the players shaking hands as they leave the ground quite calmly. The umpires off the ground, Epping still on the ground, all waiting for all the players to come in. Graham Bucks to be very pleased. And now they have what they told me they wanted 6 weeks ago, the one shot at Northcote, at West Preston, to put themselves into First Division. Goal kickers, John, we had Webster. I have had him down for 5. We have Fletcher with 1. Marty Stewart kicked 2. Bowden got 1.
3.
Morgan got 1. Marty Stewart got 3, did he?
Yep.
Dyson got 3. And that's all I've got. And 1 to someone on down the bottom who didn't have a number in the book.
Hughes had kicked 2.
Hughes got
2.
Hughes has got 2. What's wrong with my pretty face? Thanks, Ken. The goal umpires wave the all clear. Well, we have Kennedy got 1, McNeice, Dennis that is, Peck, Pratt, Peter McNeice 2, Clark 2, and Beale 2. And Epping still on the ground as all the players get together to leave the ground. The conditions are a lot better for football today, and I'd say that the very wet and tiring conditions really pulled it out of Northcote Park last week as they struggled today to really get any run into their legs, and they put up a good show. The Epping side coming off the ground singing a song, knowing they got West Preston to take on next week. West Preston beat Northcote Park quite easily last week. The run today of Dyson will help Epping improve their side for next week as they come in off the ground, and we'll see he's all back here next Sunday for the grand final. Remember, no AFL football. The best game in business next week will be the Diamond Valley Second Division grand final, West Preston and Epping.
Who will win, Alex?
Who will win? Oh, I've got to sit down and have a look at that tonight, John. Who you don't get a tip in the record? Who would you
No,
be going for?
Well, I haven't seen West Preston much this year, but from what all accounts, they're going very well. But Epping, they're going to be hard to beat. But I really think today's game might have taken a little bit out of their legs. They had a few players that were a bit sore at the end. Whether they can come up next week in the hard grand final, I doubt. And I think West Preston with a week's rest, you know, there's not going to be a lot in it. But I think West Preston will probably finish the fitter.
West Preston might finish fitter, John, but Epping have played 2 controlled finals so far, and I think that's very good. Quarter by quarter, at quarter time, Epping led 3-4 to 2-3. Half time, 7-9, Epping to 3-6. 3/4 time, Epping were 11-16, John, was it?
That's correct.
11-16 to 8-10, and the final scores were 16-19, John.
115.
115 to
11-11-77.
to 11-11-77 in this, the Premier League final of Second Division for 1990.